Video is sponsored by our first ever sponsor, Don't Hide the Plug. Don't Hide the Plug is an apparel company co-founded by two brothers from Flatbush, Tafari and Rossi Harper. Now, these two black brothers have created an amazing, inspiring, high-quality brand. Now, you see on Infominds, a lot of our content is New York-based. We love New York, so it's only fitting that we partner up with a New York-based brand, Don't Hide the Plug. Now, they got some fire fitted hats, hoodies, T-shirts, and I'm feeling the old New York design with the bridge logo. They got the clout joints, the dad hats, and you can also have them delivered to you in the resealable merch by the pound bags too. Now mind you, they might be New York based, but their apparel is for everyone, whether you're from New York, Miami, Texas, Chicago. It's a grassroots movement. Get in tune. And they offer free shipping on all domestic orders of $75 or more. But if you enter the exclusive Infominds promo code, you'll get an additional 10% off at checkout. You already know I ordered my package. My package is on its way. So I'll be wearing and showcasing the Don't Hide the Plug apparel in my next live. Go out and support these brothers. Check out their website. I put the link in the description box. Don't Hide the Plug.
Peace community, peace community. Shout out to the community. If you're new, welcome to the community. If you're a part of the community, welcome back. You already know, man, we're going to be getting into all of this. Hopefully y'all can hear me clearly and everything is good. I'm doing this just on the run right now. Hold on, let me drop this link in the chat. Hold up, see, I got you, Queen. We're going to go over this information. We're still waiting for the other information as well. Hold up, that ain't that one, see? It's it right here. That's for everybody who want to restream this thing. Send it out to their channels. Bring some more people in here. You already know the vibe, yeah. The link is in there. No, that's not the one. That's the one to restream the content. Restream the stream to your channel. If you have that option in there, you can restream this stream to your channel. Oh, that one's not as well? Oh, because I think I got to put it on or some shit like that. I'm going to figure it out. I'll figure it out because it's been acting up lately in Restream. What you said, that link was not working?
The first two you posted, it go to a thing that says streams already started. But the third one you posted worked.
Yeah. Because the first one is supposed to stream it to link it to people's channels.
Okay. But I don't think it worked. You got Premiere, you got the high package, don't you?
Yeah.
Only if you have the high package does that work.
Yeah,
that's a bonus of the high package. Yeah,
it's been working, but lately,
got the $20 package.
Yeah, lately
it got it like that.
No. I got that. I've been had the real one. So, but the whole thing is, Ben was doing it, but now when I go in the setup now, it's always off to pair it to other people's channels. That function's always off. It used to be always on. Now when you put it on,
set up here and moved it so only Pro can use it.
It's too much, man. You already know the vibe, man. We here, we live. Shout out to everybody. Let me just give y'all a most definite round of applause. I'm here right now with Trip C's Treehouse. Again, I'm with Trip C's Treehouse. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be getting into the information. We got the Superseding Indictment. And we're going to be going into a good read and a good look over, a good once-over on the works. You already know, as you can see, we ain't going to take no long times, no long promotions on this. You know, me and C, we got the chopping in the beginning of this stream. You know, we be chopping. Yeah. We can't hit again.
We go long enough without all that.
You feel me? Facts. But yo, look, so we also going to have the next information, right? See, so we will be getting another form of the indictment as well. So we'll be going over that. So I guess when we get that, we could do that over on Trip C's Treehouse. So you already know. That'd be cool, right?
Yep.
That'd be cool. So make sure that y'all subscribing to Trip C's Treehouse, because you got to ping pong. You know what I mean? You got to come over here, get the info. You got to go over there, get the rest of it. You got to get info. So we
gonna make sure y'all support all of us.
Facts of life, yo. But
next York drop is being done on Remy channel. Yeah, man. Most definitely shout out to Remy L Maat, REMIEL Maat, MAAT. Make sure you subscribe. Most definitely hashtag home team, all part of the home team. Shout out to the Treehouse. Make sure y'all drop y'all trees in them sections. You know them sections, not no beef section. Send it in the comment section, man. Don't drop the tree in the beef section. They already got
the tree, enough beef already. Cool. Listen though, man. So your United States District, right, Court, Eastern District of New York, the United States of America against Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly. This is the superseding indictment. He is the defendant. The grand jury charges. This is the introduction that's going on. They say at all times relevant to the superseding indictment unless otherwise indicated, right? Mm-hmm. So they say the enterprise. They're going to break down the enterprise. We got about 18 pages to go through, not too much. Try to bring back my reading rainbow. I'm trying to bring back my I can do anything.
You better be glad my throat's still messed up. That's my jam right there.
That's my joint. That's everybody.
Put all her soul into that song.
Exactly. No, hold on, wait. Right? See, hold up. See, I got to back this screen down. People be acting like they brand new. They don't know about LeVar Burton. I was shocked when I seen LeVar Burton on Star Wars on the motherboard, on the mothership. I said, damn.
I know, right? Because didn't nobody know it was him till he took them daggone glasses
he
off.
Took those little glasses off.
And then they had them jacked up eyes. I was like, that's LeVar.
That was LeVar. I said, that's where he left when he left PBS channel. That's where he went to the mother. See what I mean? LeVar, I see you, LeVar. I see you. I see you. I'm a vote.
Hey, we ain't getting on the big ship Nibiru round this day.
We ain't getting on the Nibiru ship. We ain't going to Risk. We not going to Planet Risk.
Hey, Rick, Uda, pin the thingy to the top. That way you don't have to keep dropping it.
Oh, my stream.
Restream link, yeah.
Oh, the restream link, right? Okay. Do I gotta get my phone? Where is my phone?
You just click on it on the 3 dots to the side of it and then put pin.
I got it. I'm gonna drop it there for y'all real quick. I'm gonna drop it there just in case y'all want to come and join real quick.
Look, it's in a book.
We're gonna have a conversation about this. I can do anything.
Hey, Prime.
Hey. Nah, that was everybody's song. If y'all lie, y'all lying, son. Octavius, what up? Prime, what's goody, bro? Look, if y'all lying, that Rita Raymond was y'all shit too. I don't give a fuck if you was showing your kids that shit. That was your shit. Don't do it. John AK, shout out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The link is in the chat, man. You said pin it though, right? Oh yeah.
Yeah, pin it. That way you don't have to keep dropping it.
Yeah, cause I gotta go over there to pin it, man. Let me just read a little bit more. I'll get into pinning it.
Let me number be over here shortly.
Yeah, they'll be over here shortly. So let's get into the enterprise. All right. The defendant, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, and individuals who served as managers, bodyguards, drivers, personal assistants, and runners for Kelly, as well as members of Kelly's entourage, compromised an enterprise, the enterprise, within the meaning of 18 USC 1961 Part 4, I guess, right? That is, the enterprise constituted a group of individuals associated, in fact, was engaged in, and the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce. The enterprise constituted an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of the enterprise. Okay, so that's how you get into the racketeering, the actual RICO. You know that the RICO statutes and stuff like that was really brought in, like for the mafiosis by like Hoover, and then after the mafiosis and the John Gotti's and all of these people were put away, somehow, some way they were misused against like lower felons and people that was doing local crimes within the impoverished neighborhoods, within the hoods. But they was also trying to get out some of the kingpins and king lords and drug lords of the 80s, like the riches and the Alpos of the world at those times. So they started to hit people with the RICO charges. But now you also see like the blood members like Shotty and Treyway and all these people. These people are also getting hit with RICO statutes and different things like that. Now, R. Kelly's, he got hit with the Mann Act. The Mann Act is also with Dr. York, got charged with the racketeering, all of these kind of things, running the criminal enterprise. And Dr. York received 135 years, which is leading us to guess that R. Kelly probably is going to get about 100 years or so.
Was R. Kelly structuring money funds to dodge the banks too? Because you got to remember.
I heard he did something like that as well. He tried to put away some money supposedly for a rainy day. That's how they try to mention it. But I heard
he got caught.
Yeah, but he got caught. Supposedly, yeah.
Translation.
Basically, yeah. He tried to put away some money, and then he got busted though. Right. So part 2, man. Shout out to anybody rocking with us. You already know. Part 2 now. Number 2. It says the purpose of the enterprise were to promote R. Kelly's music and the R. Kelly brand, and to recruit women and girls to engage in illegal sexual activity with Kelly. By promoting R. Kelly's music and R. Kelly brand, the members of the enterprise expect to receive financial opportunities and personal benefits, including increased power and status within this enterprise. This is how they make it all stick. But the crazy thing about the enterprise is that he was the only one charged. Usually they'll have all these other counterparts or these people that had something to do with this, and they'll all be sitting next to Kelly or all have their days in court. But the craziest thing about that's what's leading some people to say, yo, it's trumped up. It's
melanated. But
no,
look,
it was there. Yeah, what you said?
How do we know it's over?
That's a whole nother.
You would have to convict the head before you could charge anybody else.
Exactly. And I heard that he said he's gonna be singing like a little birdie, one of those little birdies that's out there.
Sing like his #1 album.
Okay, he gonna have to sing like his #1 though.
Platinum, baby.
He gonna have to sing. I believe I can lie. I believe my lies could touch the sky. He might could be he can lie. I thought about it every. You know what? I ain't gonna go too far on you, Kelly. But look though. He is running, I Believe I Can Lie. That is a big song, though. Don't play with me. Listen, though, right? In connection with the enterprise, Kelly and other members of the enterprise traveled throughout the United States and abroad to perform at concerts, venues, right? To promote the R. Kelly brand and to recruit women and girls to engage in illegal sexual activity with Kelly. Kelly, what you want to pause?
See, the way they can pause a second.
Okay,
when
pause right
they say that this is an enterprise, the reason that they can call it an enterprise is because he was using incentives to keep these people there while he performed these illicit activities. He was using the fact of his music, you know, to we all gonna get paid off of this, or you know, they get the ones that Kelly don't pick and all that other stuff, depending on what position they was in.
Truth. That's a fact.
So that's the way they structure it as an enterprise, because the sole purpose of the enterprise is to keep Kelly, in this case, protected so that he can have the money to go out and do what he wants. And in his case, it's to do perverted shit and give little girls worms.
Yep. It's crazy, man. So now we're at part. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. Get y'all a little more space.
Every time you think you found Jabba the Hutt, it's a bigger one out there.
I believe I can lie. Okay, listen. R. Kelly attended and performed at concerts and other events. Kelly and or members of the enterprise on Kelly's behalf invited women and girls backstage and to other events following Kelly's live performances. These women and girls were often offered wristbands that signified that they were authorized to attend an event. Kelly relied upon members of the enterprise to ensure that only those authorized to attend were allowed at the event and to manage the flow of the women and girls who were directly interacting with Kelly. Okay. Now, number 5, they say when Kelly identified a woman or girl who he wished to see again, he either gave his contact information to the woman or girl or obtained her contact information or relied upon members of the enterprise to do so. Following these events, Kelly communicated with certain of these women and girls by telephone, including through the use of traditional telephone calls, text message, iMessage, and FaceTime. As part of this communication, Kelly often requested that the women and girls provide him with photographs of themselves. Okay. Number 6 now. Because, you know, they say that Kelly wasn't just a person that wanted children. They say that he was just a predator. He really didn't have a preference, but, you know, he liked them young or this and that. He didn't really have a preference per se, but what they do know for a fact is that he did have a fetish with body fluids. What'd you say, Quinn?
It's easier to make a young girl comply than it is a grown woman.
Exactly.
And in this case, now, some people consider sadomasochism perverted, but one of the tenets of real sadomasochist relationship is that it's all consensual and it's all between adults.
Okay. That's why you can't charge people. They don't charge people by certain
Exactly.
Things.
If you want somebody to walk on your nuts with high heels, as long as they grown, you know, ain't nobody got a problem with it. You just freaky motherfucker.
Hold up. Wait a minute. That is scary. Shout out to Neekwa B. Shout out to Love Posse. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all can jump up here and join us up here too and just sit on the stage with us and just rock out while me and C go through this information so that once we're done with the information, we could get into a build on this thing if we want to afterwards. So anytime y'all ready to jump up, y'all can. We just going to go through some more because we got 18 pages to go through of this information. And I do want y'all to see it for yourself.
18 is a lot, man.
You know what I mean? 18 is a lot. 18 is not a lot. It's not a lot.
But let me tell you what I was saying. Somebody just knocked on your door.
Yeah, that's Neekwa B. Shout out. She gonna come rock with us.
Hey, Neekwa Boo. But see, here goes the point of that.
Yeah,
somebody like R. Kelly, who was a sexual abuse victim as a child, you have to look at his victims and see what he was doing to them. Because his sister, his relative allegedly molested him, but she wasn't doing none of that shit.
Yeah, man.
See, but all of that stuff he was doing was about debasement and transference of power.
Right? Yeah.
That was him getting his power back from what happened to him when he was a child, when he could have just took his ass to therapy like everybody else and curled up on the damn couch.
Because he was suffering from childhood experience, adverse childhood experiences. Yeah.
And that's why I don't give him no pass, because him being as rich as he was, he could have sought help at any time. He could have went to a private therapist and nobody would have ever knew.
That's a fact.
But instead, he got people around him, because if you did not comply with what he wanted you to do, you no longer had a job or you no longer had a music career. So there was incentive for these people to comply.
Facts.
That were already in the industry and that were like around him, his yes men. That's how people get yes men around them. They run everybody else off. He ran his brother off in the 90s, right?
Right. Yeah, that's a fact. You seen his
brother would have been a yes man. Why his brother wouldn't have been a yes man if he went through the same experience that Kelly did? Why are you doing this? Why would you do this when you know it was done to you? You know, something was said that made Kel say, you know, you got to go.
I want to piggyback off that right quick, and then
yeah, I was just gonna go to you.
Hi, Oda, how are you?
What's up, Queen? Salute to you. Jaffe Joe, you know Jaffe. Hold up, Jaffe. You know we got a King Jaffe Joe. Everything we coming to America over here. We lay the roses on the floor like it's King Jaffe Joe for everybody.
You gotta snatch that music and remix it.
I'm gonna bring the Jaffe in. I'm gonna bring the Jaffe. Yeah.
He's sick. And I remember you being on the thing with Information Man when I said this. This guy is sick. Like, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
The fuck? It's real, y'all. The fuck? You're Shaggy. Yes, it's real out here. Let
me tell you why he's sick. Only a sick person would have a case the first time, had real evidence against him, get away with it, and then call himself the Pied Piper.
Period.
And then after that, continue on with it.
The same person. You said it right. But see, something like that is a compulsion. It's not a sexual fetish. That was a compulsion for him. He could not do that, if it made any sense. That's why I said when he figured out that something wasn't right, he should have went and got some help then. Because maybe there would have been a hope of some kind of standstill or recovery. But letting it go on that long, it just got sicker and sicker.
Yeah, man.
He was doing that in the 90s.
Sickness.
You know what? He didn't believe he was sick. That's why. He didn't believe in his mind he was doing something wrong.
But he knew it was wrong because he was paying people off to keep quiet.
Yeah.
And he had people around him to do certain things so that he wouldn't get caught.
And you know what that is right there?
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
But you can't say he didn't know it was wrong because he obviously did.
He knew it was wrong, man. Let's get
into it was wrong. He knew it was wrong in other people's eyes, but
see, that's the difference.
He knew something was wrong. Period.
That's
he
the difference between a compulsion and an action. A compulsion, you can know it's wrong, but you really don't have a choice if the compulsion is strong enough.
Because it's reactive. Because it's like an impulsion. It's like an impulse.
Yeah, it's like you don't have impulse control, so you just have to do it. But he had it structured so that he wouldn't get caught.
And
like you can hold yourself back for doing something for so long, but sometimes, like that old song say, you feel like busting loose. You know, when he busts loose, it's a different thing. So he made sure he had a enterprise in place so that he could do that.
Okay, let me get a number 6. Come on, right? Because I want to get through these 18 facts.
Yes.
All right. It says Kelly and other members of the enterprise also arranged for because we're gonna keep stopping when we keep seeing this shit, right? Kelly and other members of the enterprise also arranged for the women and girls to travel to see on occasion, including at concerts throughout the United States and related events. To facilitate their travel, Kelly directed the women and girls to contact a member of the enterprise, who then arranged travel for the women and or girls, right? When the women and or girls arrived at the lodging, which was typically selected by a member of the enterprise. A member of the enterprise usually provided them with instructions. In addition, members of the enterprise took steps to ensure that the women and girls did not interact with other women and girls whom Kelly planned to see. So that is, hold on, wait, let me just finish this so we could go to 7, because that is kind of members of the enterprise then arranged for the women and or girls, right, to attend his concerts and positioned them such that Kelly could see them during his concert, so that he could like tease to them. So when he performing towards them. You know what I'm saying? So you think he performing for the whole crowd, but he really performing towards them, and it's really like an act.
And that's also a possession thing, because he doesn't want them out of his sight when they could like run off.
You see? Yes. But look what he says. It says, look at this one. Didn't we hear this? But look, you and I, right, CC? You and I be in the treehouse. If you're not subscribed to CCC's treehouse, the Trip C's treehouse, you need to. Because we've been in the treehouse. We've been talking with a lot of Nuwapians and different things like that, right? We spoke to Michael, right? We spoke to Michael the other day. If you haven't seen that epic live, powerful family, C, can you give it to me? Powerful family. Powerful. If you that powerful family, that powerful interview, you need to go and check that. That's also in the treehouse on Trip C's treehouse. But we've been talking to Nuwapians, right? People that was part of cults, right? We heard how Dr. York was separating the men from the women and the kids and stuff, and how he was
boys from the girls, and everything else. They keep them separated. They keep them isolated. They keep them sleep deprived. They deprive them of knowledge of basic things, so they can't really run off. They deprive them of food to get them to comply with what they want. They'll deprive them of sleep the same way. You know, it's a whole lot.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Just like a Jim Jones, all that. They move the people.
Look, if you want to know more about situations like this, there's plenty of cult-based books out there.
No,
one of my favorite,
Nuwapianism.com. Or you're going to go see
for the mechanisms, not for the actual look. Some people don't want to know the gory details.
Yeah, that was my
Chuck. You want to know about cults without actually having to dig down and realize that they worship Pickle Man and the man from Planet Risk and all that shit. If you just want to know the outline, there's a book called Cults in Our Midst.
Yeah, yo, yes, that was, good book. See, hell yeah, yo, Cults in Our Midst, yeah.
And it gives you the framework of a cult, the key points to identifying a cult and things of that nature. It'll tell you some stories, but it won't get into the nitty-gritty for the more squeamish among us.
That's good, man. Yeah. That's a good suggestion.
I read serial killer books, and this shit makes me nauseous.
Okay. So that was a good suggestion, since because some people might be
Ted Bundy fucking a corpse does not disturb me as much as this shit.
This is sickness, though. Let's get to 7, though. I'm going to get up for this because I'm only on page 2. All right, look. So Kelly promulgated numerous rules that many of his sexual partners were required to follow, including the following. Now we starting to get into something now, y'all. Okay? Got to play my sound effect. That's the Camp Crystal Lake Jason Voorhees music. All right, now. So he says, the girls, the women and or girls were not permitted to leave their room without receiving permission from Kelly, including to eat or to go to the bathroom. B, the women and or girls were required to wear baggy clothing when they were not accompanying Kelly to an event or unless otherwise instructed by Kelly. C, the women and or girls were not permitted to look at other men and instead were told to keep their heads down. And the women and girls were required to call Kelly daddy. The enterprise operated within the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere, including overseas. Now, this is the methods and the means of the enterprise. 9, Among the means and methods by which Kelly and his associates participated in the conduct of the affairs of the enterprise were the following. A, committing, attempting, and aiding and abetting the commission of crimes, conspiring to commit crimes, including but not limited to engaging in sexual activity with girls under 18 years old, engaging in and facilitating sexual activity without disclosing a sexual transmitted disease Kelly had contracted, and producing child pornography. Okay.
Pause for a second. Do you remember that video he did while he was in Dubai?
Okay, which one is that?
Where he was singing to the crowd, talking about if you single and if you ain't got something, then holla at him. I think he was in Dubai at the time, but he was overseas, and they was talking about he was thinking about moving over there. Hey, Robbie. Hey, T History.
Hey, History. What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all? Shout out to everybody pulling up. Shout out to everybody in the community. You already know. Soon get a symbol for this shit too, man. We need something. I had to put the fist up, man. And here we're gonna put the fist up. We're gonna have white people putting the fist up in here, man. Black power. It's real here, man. We need some help, white people, Indian people, Asian people. We need some help, y'all. We need some people to band with us, y'all, because we are getting slaughtered out here, y'all. So we got to band together. But yeah, man. I mean, shout out to Privilege B. Shout out to Raw B Privilege, man. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to that queen. She is most definitely the person, the little birdie that most definitely dropped this information on me. So this is how we do it.
Thank you, Melanated. He was in Africa.
Oh yeah, he was in
Africa. This is how the fraud team works. This is how the fraud department works.
Okay.
One of us to know the outline, and the other one to know the info.
Yeah, we building a whole new department over here. We building a new branch. Shout out to the con management, melanated agenda. Got to shout out my queens and my kings. Always got to shout out the great leaders in the chat. We got about 18 pages. We got 16 pages. You know what I mean? But they're really short, brief pages.
Look, we did 25 in 2.5 hours, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a fact. But we
melanated T.
Shout out. Shout out T History. Shout out all my people. Make sure all my people in the chat, my great leaders, subscribe. Check out the people that's in the chat. We make it easier. We get everybody thousands of subscribers. We have some thousands of people here now. So I want us to buy into a system of everybody showing everybody love real quick. And we all could eat. We all could win. And we don't got to own nobody, claim nobody, and say, yo, I did this for you. You did this for me. Nah, son. We could all just support each other. And that's what we're coming to do. And that's what the community represents. So now let's get into the pornography. So now B, demanding absolute commitment to Kelly and not tolerating dissent. Okay, we heard one thing he was talking about. You gonna call me daddy, and you gonna say that I'm gonna make you a new one. And the girl crying, I'm gonna make you. You gonna make me brand new. And they got one video, one audio. You got an audio where you hear that Simone. It got 3 audios. One you can't make out the images really, but you hear Simone and some sexual activity, some girls and all type of shit going on. Then it's one you hear some business going on, then something going on. Then you hear whoosh, like a splash sound. Then you hear a girl say, "Damn, it's piss everywhere." And like it's some sick type shit going on with this shit, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm just gonna go into a little bit more. Part C.
Decline management.
Sick shit, man. Obtaining sensitive information about members and associates of the enterprise to maintain control over them. So now he was also threatening the people in the enterprise to maintain control over them. Recruiting and grooming sexual partners for Kelly, and isolating women and girls from friends and family, and making them dependent on Kelly for their financial well-being. So that's the financial abuse. This is all these narcissistic things that he's doing. He's separating you from family, from loved ones, from all these things. So you have to depend on this person.
Why would you have financial independence if you couldn't even leave your room without his permission, not even to go pee? The only time you went out was to his shows. How you gonna make any money?
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Now, part 10, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly was the leader of the enterprise. Count 1, racketeering. The allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 10 are re-alleged and incorporated as if fully set forth in this paragraph. Now, 12 says, in or about and between January 1999 and the present, both dates being approximate and inclusive, it says, Within the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, together with others, being a person employed by and associated with the enterprise, an enterprise that engaged in and the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce, did knowingly and intentionally conduct and participate directly and indirectly in the conduct of the affairs of the enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity as defined in Title 18 United States Code Sections 1961 Part 1 and 1961 Part 5, consisting of the Racketeering Act set forth below, Racketeering Act 1, sexual exploitation of a child, Jane Doe number 1, in or about and between May 1999 and October 15th of 1999, both dates being approximate and inclusive within the Northern District of Illinois. The defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally employ, use, persuade, induce, entice, and coerce a minor, to wit, Jane Doe number 1, an individual whose identity is known to the grand jury, to engage in sexual explicit conduct for the purpose of producing one or more visual depictions of such conduct, which visual depictions were produced using materials that had been mailed, shipped, or transported in interstate and foreign commerce in violation of Title 18 United States Code Sections 2251A and 2251E. Racketeering Act 2. Pause. I'm going to pause there. I'm going to pause there. So I couldn't see the screen, so I'm going to go back. You see different things.
That's
so
why I'm letting you know. It's a question in the chat.
You keep me updated with that. You go ahead. What you want? I'll pull it up. What you want?
Decline management is for you. He said, I missed the top. This is a state indictment, not federal, correct?
Yeah, this is indictment. Yeah, this is a federal indictment.
Oh, it's a federal? Okay.
This is a federal case. Kelly's case is federal. So this is a federal indictment. You know what I'm saying? So we already know that's what this guy is on. He's on a federal case.
I like that. That's too bad you threw up in the decline.
You know what I'm saying? Or he caught up in it. He caught up in the brosses. Like I used to say back in the day, caught up in the brosses, caught up in the crosshairs right now. They got him in the crosshairs. You know what I'm saying? So look, Racketeering Act 2, number 14. What's up, Queen?
I had a question.
Okay, what's up?
Scroll up just a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to 13. So want me read through 13 again?
No.
What?
Just that last part.
The last part.
Mailed, shipped, and transported in interstate and foreign commerce.
Okay.
Commerce, meaning money was involved.
Making money involved off the products. Damn, I didn't even think about that part. Damn.
Commerce.
That's making money off the fucking shit.
Sexual exploitation of a child.
Yeah.
And commerce.
Yeah.
That's motherfucking child porn.
Yeah. Profiting. Yeah. It sounds like that. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I said that was nice how you threw that ease in there.
Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, that's crazy. We on Racketeering Act 2. I'm gonna leave y'all comments in there. CC would see them in there for me, and she'll pause me. She'll pause me anytime. And I also have the link in the chat. So once we get through this paperwork, as based on what y'all hearing, I want y'all to come up and join me live. I want Star, Carter, I want all of y'all to come and join me live. Let us start building a network of us talking. When people start listening in, they start hearing it so much. I be around people that people know y'all voices. They know CC voice. They know their voices. They be like, oh no, that's somebody else.
I've been around since 2012.
So I want y'all to be very, very familiar. Y'all voices, not just y'all words in the chat. I want y'all voices to be familiar to people. When they hear it, when they cooking and they listen in the community, like, oh shit, that's Star. Oh shit, that's Remy. Oh shit, that's Decline Management. Oh shit, that's it.
But they already know who it is. That problem that Jade had, and everybody jumping on him because he sound like Inky.
Yeah, he sound like Inky crazy, man. It's scary, man. It's scary how you sound like Inky. Racketeering Act 2. In or about and between 2003 and 2004, both dates.
Hold on, Robbie. Commerce and travel are two different things. Commerce is the exchange of goods for money.
It's like for money. It's like commerce, like trade, money.
Commerce ain't got to do. Those are two different categories.
I could go into.
They was doing commerce, but they were doing it. Scroll back up.
I'm going up right now, Queen.
Same sentence.
I'm going up right now, Queen. I was just going to look up the commerce exact definition, but even though we know it, you said scroll up. Hold up, I'm going there now.
Just for that last sentence again.
Back to the same sentence, right? So where I'm at, It's on 13 right here, right?
Okay.
This
Using materials that have been mailed, shipped, and transported in interstate and foreign commerce. So the act he did illicit acts to a minor, and he recorded those. He made visual depictions. Those visual depictions were produced. That's what this.
Yeah, basically saying, yeah, it was produced for profit. Basically.
Yeah, but see, all of that was activity. Look at that wire fraud shit. So it wasn't in person decline.
But look at that.
All child porn.
But look at the exact. Hold on. Look, the exact definition could be going to go through these 18 pages,
Unless
and then
I'm reading that hella wrong.
But look at the definition of commerce. We're just going to go into the exact, so we don't have to do no back and forth. You're just going through the paperwork, run it through.
Yeah,
look,
but you have to look at it.
Of buying or selling. Look, the activity of buying and selling, especially on a large scale. Period.
You have to look up commerce connected with the Racketeering Act, though, and it'll tell you exactly what it includes.
Okay. Oh, better yet, I can do that too. Excuse me. That makes sense too. But I'm just looking at the definite definition means the activity of buying and selling on a large, especially on a large scale, not just
when you have it in interstate commerce with the, that stuff. It gives you specific stuff. But see, it said mail love, Passy. That's what's giving me pause. And then scroll back up to that. We ain't done with that. You trying to go to 14. We ain't done with 13 yet. Scroll back to the bottom of 13. See which visual depictions were produced using materials. So I don't know if he used stuff that was shipped to him or he was shipping stuff out. That's why I said this might be child porn.
You know what it could have been too? You know what it could have been too?
Might be something else.
But peep this though, see what it could be too as well is that this, because he got money, he don't need to do things. We would hope. But listen though, when you got these things, these porns and stuff, you got people in the enterprise too.
Unless he was buying child porn and using it.
Not just that. Don't go with guesstimations. Let's think critically now. Don't guess.
No, I am thinking critically.
Let's give it another critical thought. Look, let's think though, because this is an enterprise, right? So even like in gang shit and drug shit, this is the people that I've seen people gain things, right? So look, being charged with these crimes. I know people being charged, not with the Mann Act, but with racketeering stuff, right?
No, so you misunderstanding where I'm trying to go.
I'm not going where you going. I'm going somewhere else. I'm going somewhere else.
This sentence right here, it either means that he was creating child porn or he was getting some form of child porn in the mail that he was using during those activities.
Exactly.
If I'm not mistaken, but
it could be that. It could be that. It could.
This is what I'm telling you what this means. This is what this sentence means in this context. But the problem is produced using materials that had been mailed, shipped, and transported. That's making me think that he was receiving stuff, but I'm not sure.
No, ma'am, that's not what that means.
That's why I asked.
Can you stop sharing this screen? I'm going to show you because I pulled it
up.
So
it is that he's making child porn, right?
Hold on. Let's get it correct. Let's see what's going on. Let me pull down this screen. What, you want to share something to me, or you want to show it on your actual screen?
No, I shared the screen. If you see the tab in the background, it shows. I think it shows 2 for me, and the other
35 because it's a 4. There you go.
So,
hold on, not the wrong one up.
This one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is from
justice.gov.
This is the legal statutes definitions. It's from the United States Department of Justice website.
Okay,
interstate commerce means commerce or travel between the states, territories, and possessions of the United States. Foreign commerce means commerce or travel between any part of the United States and any place outside of the United States. So commerce includes, amongst other, travel, trade, transportation, and communication. It is not necessary for the government to show that the defendant actually intended or anticipated an effect on interstate or foreign commerce. All that is necessary is that the government prove that the defendant's actions affected interstate or foreign commerce, no matter how minimal. So I just wanted to come up.
What I'm saying. See, it's not about the word commerce. The sentence, the whole sentence itself, I think they talking about the stuff that he bought and had shipped to him.
No, it's about the travel. So I'm going to pull it up from the Racketeering Act.
This part, which visual depictions were
pull it up from the Racketeering Act. Pull it up. Why are you pulling up?
I am.
Yeah, pull it up from the Racketeering Act, because you know what I mean. Because I was thinking, see, it's good for us to expand that to travel, and then we understand that the commerce means all those things too. Because I was thinking like this too as well. Because remember when it's like,
get what I'm saying.
Hold on one second. Hold on, Cece. Hold on a second. Let me just get my point out because I forget things. I've been trying to get this point out for 5 minutes. Listen, right? When you're dealing with racketeering and shit like this, okay, and dealing with people being charged for crimes, right? So the things that the enterprise does as well, everybody is guilty of everything that the enterprise does. You know what I'm saying? So everything that we do to further the enterprise, we are charged for. So like even if we're in a gang, you know what I mean, and you're doing other things which you ain't do shit with me, and you were just doing some shit on your own, but it doesn't matter because you're a part of the gang. They will put it in as you're doing shit to further the whole enterprise, right? So now let's say some people could have been trying to sell that DVD too. That's in and a part of the enterprise. Some people could have been trying to profit off of this thing too, be it Kelly or be it anybody in the enterprise too.
That's what I'm saying. The way that's written is saying that he's receiving, not producing.
So yeah. I shared the actual.
We're gonna go back to this thing now. Hold on. Hold on, Queen. Hold on, CC. I want to guesstimate. We're gonna go into actual information, and I want to go into.
I'm not guesstimating. This is a fact of English. This is.
Hold on. Let me go to the paper. I just want to go to the paperwork. That's what I want to go. Let the paper speak. Go ahead, Queen. Tell me about the paperwork. I want the paperwork.
So this is from Cornell Law University, and what I want people to understand is when you're looking at legal documentation, you cannot apply standardized English to legal jargon. Legal jargon is written in a specific manner. So in the Racketeering Act, it shall be unlawful for any person through a pattern of racketeering activity or through collection of an unlawful debt to acquire or maintain, directly or indirectly, any interest in or control of any enterprise which is engaged in or the activities of which affect interstate or foreign commerce, which is the part about travel. It's about travel. So even though, yes, there is also, as we go further into the documentation of the superseding indictment, reference to child pornography, when you're looking at this particular code, because they give you the code that they are referencing, the statute that they are referencing. It's unlawful for any person employed by or associated with any enterprise engaged in or the activities of which affect interstate or foreign commerce to conduct or participate directly or indirectly in the conduct of such enterprises affair through a pattern of racketeering activity or collection of unlawful debt. But it is directly related to travel. So when they're looking at people and they're looking at people for RICO, they are looking at them like, did you send a package from Texas to New York? Did you use travel to do so? Via FedEx, UPS, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, DHL. Did you get on a plane? Did you get on a car? Did you cross state lines? That is how this particular sentence, mailed, shipped, and transported. See, that's the key word in there. And transported in interstate and foreign commerce. They're talking about literally.
Isn't that it's produced.
Okay.
Produced brings up the question of whether he was receiving stuff to make the visual depictions or whether he was making the visual depictions and getting money off of them.
I see what you're saying.
The way that sentence is structured, that's all I want to know.
I see what you're saying. It could be, but listen, that
it can't be either. That's one of the other things.
It could be all of the above. Why can't it be all of the above?
No, it can't, because it says produced. It's the way the sentence is structured.
Right. So what that means is if someone sent him a woman, sent him a camera, sent him some outfit.
That's what that's what I was trying to clarify. That just means he was getting stuff and using it during the illicit activity. The commerce thing was never a question. That just caught my eye to know some money was involved in this with the visual depictions.
Yeah.
But so I was trying to make sure that I was right, that he was receiving stuff and not sending stuff out, because that's a whole nother charge. If that's coming up, it's going to be in another count on this.
You think so, right? If he personally, so you saying if he was personally doing that shit, sending the shit out, doing all that shit, it'd have been a whole charge itself.
It would be a whole different thing. But the way this is, which visual depictions were produced using materials that had been mailed, shipped out. See, that's stuff being sent to him, not stuff being sent out. If it said that he was taking the visual depictions and sending them out for interstate commerce, that would be child porn. See, I was just trying to clarify that point.
He also
got
has a
Yeah, but see, for that
does have a child
particular
porn.
count, that's all I was asking for.
But hold on though. But he does have child porn though, right? What you were saying though, Rob, before I go back in this, what you were saying?
He does have a child pornography charge as well. But when they're talking about the interstate commerce, they're talking about travel.
Talking about Racketeering Act 1. That's not to do with child porn. That's with him to receive the materials while he was doing his
the materials are traveling. So it doesn't have nothing to do with money. Like it's about racketeering is about
they got sent through the mail. That's commerce. They went to him though. But
all right,
that's
this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. We are going to move forward on this paperwork because I'm not going to be reading this all day. So now I'm going to move forward on this paperwork because we're going to bring people up and we're going to go back into it and we could go into the breakdown of this. But some people are coming in just to hear it. So I do want to read through it and not stick too much, but try to get to some questions. But a lot of those questions I'm going to get to after I get through the paperwork. I'm dealing with paperwork and paperwork facts, not too much guesstimations, but we're going to be making our little assessments as we going, but keeping them brief because we want to go through this paperwork because some people are just going to come to see this. And I do want them to see this paperwork because they never probably had a chance to see this work. So I do want them to get some stuff because every time we're going to keep stopping because we're going to see some sick shit. Be like, oh shit, we're going to have to keep stopping just like just now. It's a
all
fact.
I wanted was a yes or no answer.
I know, but I don't think we still got a definite.
Put myself on mute and let you go through.
No, Cece, I don't think we got a definite to that thing yet, though. That's what I'm saying.
That is a definite. That means that he was receiving stuff that he was using during his nasty purposes.
Yeah, but does this mean that he didn't receive no monies? Or I mean that nobody?
No, that means he paid to get stuff through the mail.
Oh,
that's why I was asking about the Senate structure.
Oh, but he could have never paid, but received some payments though. He could have never paid for the mail, but
look, it's as simple as him buying an envelope during the process of him doing that stuff. It's just the fact that they just use commerce. The commerce is a blanket term, big or small. It covers it all.
It does. It covers big and small.
That's why just go keep reading.
No, yeah, it does cover big and small though. You're right about that. But look, stop me when you stop me. I'm telling you, as soon as I get to the next page, they're gonna stop me again. Watch, like, hold up, pause. What the hell is that? Watch. In or about and between 2003 and 2004, both dates being approximate and inclusive with the Northern District of Illinois and elsewhere, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally, secretly confine an individual, to wit, Jane Doe number 2, an individual whose identity is known to the grand jury against her will, and induced Jane Doe number 2 by deceit and enticement to go from one place to another with intent secretly to confine her against her will in violations of Illinois Criminal Code sections 510-1 and 55-1. Is there anything to say about what he did to Jane Doe number 2? Because he confined this person against their will, and then tried to move this place from another place to another place to confine them, maybe get them away from their loved ones, their family, all the type of stuff that me and Cece see with the new Oppian type of stuff. Is there anything on that? Can we move on, or is there something on anything that he did to Jane Doe number 2?
I don't have anything.
Okay, so Jane Doe number 2, we confirming that, and that happened in Illinois. All right. So now, stop me anywhere you think something triggers us. Right. Racketeering Act 3, the Mann Act violation. See, I want to get into this, right? Because this is what me and C been talking about lately with a few people. So I want to know about this really. So they say the Mann Act violation. Oh, so okay, Jane Doe number 2, the Mann Act violation. The defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly committed the following acts, either one of which alone constitute Racketeering Act 3. A, transportation. This is that part, right? So 16, in or about between 2003 and 2004, both dates being approximate and inclusive within Northern District of Illinois and elsewhere, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally transport an individual, to which Jane Doe number 2, in interstate commerce with intent that such individual engage in sexual activities for which a person can be charged with a criminal offense, to wit, violations of Illinois Criminal Code sections 512-16 16A6, effective 2002. Aggravated criminal sexual abuse 51216 part A 7, effective 2002. Aggravated criminal sexual abuse, same thing, effective 2000. No, this is not the same thing. 512-15A part 2, effective 2000. Criminal sexual abuse in violation of the Title 18 United States Code sections 2421A and 2. Now, anything on that? What's this? Let me see. Okay, we already know that's basically confirming the same thing that we just read in the first thing. Now, the coercion now and enticement. So now, in or about between 2003 and 2004, both dates being approximate and inclusive, within the northern districts of Illinois and elsewhere, the defendant, Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally persuade, induce, entice, and coerce an individual, to it, Jane Doe number 2, to travel in interstate commerce. So I do understand a little bit, and when it's used like that, and what Raw B is saying a little bit, right? When to travel in interstate commerce, using it like he's using the people like the money, probably. That's how they kind of depicting the people, kind of. I don't know.
Right. The girls are the goods and the services
Yeah.
being transported
Yeah.
in this enterprise.
Yeah,
That's
the
just the
women
point
are.
I'm trying to make.
Yeah, the
But
women are. Yeah.
I'm about to let me run or whatever. Y'all have a good day enjoying this, but do keep in mind the women are being looked at as the product. The women are being looked at like the keys of coke, like the bricks of
Yeah.
weed.
Yeah.
That's why they're putting that charge in there in that manner. I'm not trying to discredit anything anybody else is saying, but it's about the travel of the girls. This is where they're bringing this in. They're
Yeah.
sticking him on that. It's not like he's, oh, I'm going to sell these girls. They're saying
No,
that the enterprise is moving women. Women are the product. That's the commerce.
that in his concerts, because he was moving them in conjunction with the concerts. Remember, he had them sitting in the back, and that was like the only time he let them out the house. That's why I wanted clarification on the one thing, but that can be worked both ways, because he's moving those girls, and the people that he has working for him are moving those girls monetary
and getting paid.
Incentive.
Yeah, and getting
They
paid.
have monetary incentive to move them from place to place. Like, remember the story the girl told about her selling the he told her to call the girl, and the woman set up the tickets for the flight. That's what, that's part of it. But I was just, that sentence, I was trying to make sure that he wasn't selling porn on the count one, as to receiving something to, it wasn't about the travel part. That was the commerce, just caught my eye, because that means money.
Yeah, because I didn't know both parts. Because
if he was using them and pimping them out from place to place, then that would be interstate commerce as well. But see, he had people moving them place to place for him,
with a
so that he
monetary
could have sexual, so that he could have sexual contact with them. And then you also have the fact that he only moved them when he was going to those concerts. So that was his kind of like, I guess, his little support system. He had his whole little family there, so he could keep an eye on them, so he can go and perform properly or whatever.
Yeah.
So they can tie all of that into that. But no, it was just a question of the way the sentence was structured. It wasn't the commerce part or the interstate commerce part. It was whether it was receiving or sending. That was my question.
But I learned from both parts. I ain't gonna hold you. Both of y'all takes on that, I both learned from both parts. Because I'm looking at it like that too, because it, you know what I mean? I see how they say it too, but it could be a monetary benefit, because when you look at the enterprise, people are doing shit with monetary gain and all of that, you know what I'm saying? And he threatening people using things against them. But people doing it with ways to further themselves, maybe to get away from, not away, but to get out of the little level you at, to get closer to him. You know what I'm saying?
I don't consider Kelly's enterprise a cult, in that the simple fact is he used the carrot and stick method with the people that he kept under them. You either do what I say or you get kicked to the curb. And then you have the other thing where they said that he was using blackmail or whatever to get people to do what he wanted. So what's the easiest way? Put somebody in a compromising position, record it, and then keep it hovered over their heads.
Facts. Yeah.
It's just, the more somebody use that shit, the more tired people get. Fuck that shit. I tell my goddamn self.
For real. For real though. That's a fact though. I ain't going. That's the most definite fact. See why this on that? Crazy. Yeah, they said number 18, at Racketeering Act 4, Mann Act, Jane Doe number 3. In or about and between May 2009 and January 2010, both dates being approximate and inclusive within the Northern District of Illinois and elsewhere, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally persuade, induce, entice, or coerce an individual who had not attained the age of 18 years, to wit, Jane Doe number 3, an individual whose identity is known to the grand jury, to engage in sexual activities for which a person can be charged with a criminal offense, to which violations of criminal code sections 512-16D, effective 2002. And you see the actual charges. You know what I mean? Give y'all a second to see that. They become back to the using one more facilities to mean of interstate commerce in violation of the same title, USC Code sections 2422B and 2. Right? So now, Racketeering Act 5, forced labor. Jane Doe number 3. In or about May 2009 and January 2010, both dates being approximate and inclusive within the Northern Districts of Illinois and elsewhere, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly, intentionally obtain the labor and services of a person, to wit, Jane Doe. So you got these people moving and laboring. It's crazy. By means of force, threat of force, physical restraint, and threats of physical restraint to that person or another person by means of serious harm, and threats of serious harm to that person or another person, and by means of a scheme, plan, and pattern intended to cause such person to believe that if that person did not perform such labor and services, such persons would suffer serious harm and physical restraint, and a combination of such means in violation of Title 18 USC sections 1589A and 2. You got something to say about that, C? That's just crazy.
Oh, that's self-evident.
Yeah, that should sound crazy though. Racketeering Act 6, sexual exploitation of a child, Jane Doe number 3. In or about between May 2009 and January 2010, both dates being approximate and inclusive within the Northern Districts of Illinois and elsewhere, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally employ and persuade, induce, entice, and coerce a minor, to wit, Jane Doe number 3, to engage in sexually explicit conduct for the purpose of producing one or more visual depictions of such conduct. We've seen this before, right? See, which visual depictions were produced using materials and that had been mailed, shipped, and transported in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce in violation of Title 18 USC Code Section 2251A and 2251E and 2. So this is the same charge as being on that was on, I think, Jane Doe number 2. That's going on Jane Doe number 3 as well, right?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Love Passy, I think that's the only time he did move. Because, like, remember they said that he went to the smokers lounge and he had all the girls on the floor, and then you see him at the party or whatever. But other than that, you really don't see him out and about except at the goddamn McDonald's. He went there alone.
What smokers lounge? What do you mean the smokers lounge?
It was some smokers lounge place up in Chicago. Heard about that shit a couple of years back. Some kind of place, like a men's lounge. And it was kind of strange because all the girls would be in there and he would have collars on some of them and shit. And he had the chicks like lounging on the floor and couldn't none of them look at nobody but him and all this other kind of mess, so.
Yeah, that's crazy. He do come from Chicago, and Chicago's high on the pimp culture and things like
that.
Yeah,
he moved them girls around in packs like he was a pimp, basically.
He grew up in that culture. That's Chicago culture.
Most of the time, remember they said he kept them in the house because they couldn't even leave the house. They couldn't leave their rooms without asking for permission. So he would take them like on individual shopping trips and stuff like that. But he wasn't just letting them out just to go out. Or when the heat start coming on, he'll let them go out in twos.
To make it look good.
Yeah, to make it look good. But that's the only time you saw those girls out and about.
I see what you're saying now. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like when he had something to do, if he had an engagement or something like that, then he would move them. Any other time, he was moving solo dolo, and them girls was in the house in their rooms with the doors locked. Doing the pee dance, more likely.
They were doing it. I see what you're saying now. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get you now. Yeah, just watch those questions in this. I can't see none. The screen is large, right? Racketeering Act 7. Anywhere stop me. If it's something that even in the chat y'all think something, say yo, hold on, tell them pause. I mean, like in the chat, if you don't understand something, just pause me because I can't.
Sometimes when I have to, I've lost fact of that point for a little while because I've been doing too much, and I ain't been sleeping enough. But sometimes when I talk, I guess it doesn't come across like I mean, like it sounds perfectly sane and to me, but it doesn't come across that way to somebody else. Like they get something totally different from it.
Yeah, get a whole nother view or some shit, right?
Yeah, like I just wanted a yes or no question, a yes or no answer, but we had to go there. Is it sending or receiving? See, I could have put it that way, but it took me breaking it down like that to actually get to the point where I could say sending and receiving.
Yeah. I know. Sometimes I do the same thing. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nobody understands me though. It's like speaking.
I do understand that. I understand you. I understand that. I do the same thing all the time. So I do agree with that. And you pointed out, made me see it again in another way. Because sometimes you got to see something outside of yourself to see something that's actually inside you too that you do yourself. So
I understand the majority of this, but like I said, I've been reading on serial killers and cults for years, so I'm used to reading this documentation.
I know.
So when something catch my eye, because like it came down and it gave more information, so the girls didn't get put in the mail. Dolly.
You crazy. The girl that get put in the man act, you say?
In the mail.
In the mail?
Yes. I wasn't talking about that at all. I was like, was he making child porn and selling it? Or was
I was thinking
stuff to make the dirty movies that he made?
Because we know we all seen them shit back in them days circulating around. Back in them days, them tapes were circulating. So people were profiting off these tapes. So, you know what I mean? Whether somebody internally could have been profiting, that wouldn't be a far-fetched thing because we knew people were selling this tape.
Yeah.
Just watch the comments if somebody got a question or they want me to stop.
You already know I'm on it.
All right. Racketeering Act 7. This on Jane Doe. This is the Man Act. Jane Doe number 4. The defendant, Robert Sylvester Kelly, committed the following acts, and any one of which alone constitutes racketeering. Act 7, right? A, transportation, which is basically the same thing like the charges, but this is District of Connecticut now. In about July 2015, within the District of Connecticut, the defendant, Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally transport an individual to wit Jane Doe number 4, an individual whose identity is known to the grand jury in interstate commerce with the intent of that such individual engage in sexual activities for which a person can be charged with a criminal offense, to which violations of Connecticut General Statute sections 53A, 71A, and see, but this is what I got to be doing though. When I'm doing this, is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be bringing up what the hell the charges and see exactly, because when you go into it, you see exactly sometimes the heinous or the charge. But you know, what I mean, it's basically breaking it down: sexual assault in the second degree.
Yeah, see, I don't read those because that'll confuse people.
It'll start confusing people, right?
They can see if they want to read those general statutes. Most people that's really serious about this keep some kind of note-taking thing nearby, notepad, sticky notes. One note, a pad, and a piece of paper. Like Nandy say, she always taking notes.
No, she
always people like that. You can just read the charge off and say that statute. You scrolling fast enough that people got time to write it down.
Yeah, I agree. So what we at? B, coercion, enticement. It's the same basic charges that happened up top, but this is
but let me point out, it says that any one of these could have led to the third degree racketeering, but they charged him with all of them because he did all of them. But
let me go back up where it says that. This right here you talking about, right?
That part right
any
there.
Following of the acts, any which one constitute. Because if you're guilty of anyone, you're guilty of all.
Any one of these will be racketeering Act 7, but he performed all of these. These are 1, 2, 3, 4 counts. A, B, C. That's 3 counts of racketeering 7 against this one victim.
Yeah, because he got the same thing 24, 22, A and 2. So this is basically the same charges.
All of these fall under the same
Interstate
statute.
commerce.
Excuse me. That's why I don't bother reading them.
Second degree.
Because
Yeah,
you'll
no,
be sitting up
this is
reading the
basically
same statute over and over.
you will.
It's
But
just
coercion of a
whatever
minor.
the ABC part says, that's what those statutes that are in that section are gonna pertain to.
I
Like
don't think we see
coercion,
this, right? See,
coercion of a minor.
He didn't have that one up top there, right? Did he? I don't
No,
know.
that was another one.
That
Not
was
for
a
this.
different.
See,
It was
these are
coercion, right?
Jane Doe 1, Jane Doe 2, Jane Doe 3. They list all the charges for these Jane Does. These are the racketeering counts for I think Jane Doe 2.
Yeah.
Because Jane Doe wasn't as long, but it would depend on how long they stayed with Kelly, you know, how long they stayed with Kelly, you know, because some of them he only kept for a couple of months, some of them he kept for years, how young they were when he got with them. That's how many times they're gonna be able to charge him with those minor statutes and then the other stuff.
Yeah, that's true too. So, damn, I was thinking I was going to ask you a question because it's based on, I was based on what Chuck told us. Remember Chuck Morgan? Remember he said there's no pedophile in the Fed.
There's no pedophile charge under federal charges. So it falls under the Mann Act, though, and they have statutes under the Mann Act that cover these acts. Traveling across state lines for the purposes of illicit sexual activities with a minor. You'll see it worded like that. See, it's double speak. They ain't gonna say child porn or child prostitution, but they gonna say something along those lines. It all mean the same thing, perverted actions. But it's just the cleaned up version of what you would say on the street, basically.
Yeah, man.
They always got to make it schmancy. And remember, somebody have to read this shit out. So how many times somebody go sit up there and say that? And that's, I mean, it's a little bit hard. It's a little bit easier on their psyche, you know, if they can kind of desensitize. It looks like they desensitizing it for people, but you got to think about it. These people that have to sit up and read this sick shit every day because they work for the courts.
Period.
How soon do you want them to get burnout?
For real.
But continue. That's just a side note.
That's true though. That's absolutely true. I can't even lie about that. That's true.
That's why I take big breaks when we read through this stuff because people ain't used to it as much as they watch Snap in the first 48. Unless you sit down and read these police reports and stuff, you would think that this is cold blooded. But see, what it does is it depersonalizes it so that, you know, people won't use emotion to sit up here and say, oh, this person is guilty or oh, this person is innocent. They're going to look at the charge. They're going to see if the stuff that they did fall in the charge, and then it's going to be, okay, they're innocent or okay, they're guilty. That's the way it's supposed to work. But we all know that shit ain't perfect. So let's continue.
And that's a big damn fact, man. You ain't never lied, Queen. Right? So coercion of a minor, we already know what the charges is looking like, 53A71. So I'm going to be beating up the top of this because we already know that this charge is basically like a similar charge, right? So the coercion of a minor, though, is different, though, in this case. So in or about July 2015, within the districts of Connecticut, and the defendant, Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally persuade, induce, entice, and coerce an individual with who had not attained the age of 18 years, to wit, Jane Doe number 4, to engage in sexual activity for which a person can be charged with a sexual and criminal offense, right? So then they go into the statute.
Okay, so they listen the charges in order: racketeering 1, racketeering 2, and then under them they listing which statute for which victim, because the other one was 3 and this one is 4. Okay, yeah.
So they feel which one fall under each.
Maybe we should have read this beforehand and then came out with it.
But, you know, I didn't really proofread it really as much. You know, I mean, I went through some of it, though. But, you know.
Yeah, then we know which order it goes in.
That's a fact, too.
Speculating on that part.
That's also a fact, too. I do agree with you, Quinn. I agree with that. But we got
transport. We're going to put all of these up on a scrolling screen. We ain't going to use that little Autobot voice that everybody hate. Probably some soothing background music or something and do them in 15-minute blocks and just having them running on premieres so that everybody can always have access to the charges until all this shit dies down. Because I get the feeling, right, the Nuwapians are active enough, they could prop up somebody else and we'll have a whole new goddamn Tamaray on our hands if we ain't careful.
For real. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Transportation of the minors. In or about 2000 of 2015, the District of Connecticut, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally transport an individual who had not attained the age of 18, to wit, Jane Doe, number 4 victim, in interstate commerce with the intent that the individual engage in sexual activity for which a person can be charged with a criminal offense, to wit, violations of Connecticut General Statute sections 53A-71A for sexual assault in the second degree, and they go on to go into the further charges and everything that's there.
So that's 2 counts of sexual assault in the second degree under the statutes of the Connecticut General Statute section. So that scroll up.
Scroll up.
That's enough. Yeah, scroll up a little bit. That's enough to the C part. That's enough to charge him with up a little bit more.
Up a little more.
The first part of this paragraph.
The first part of the paragraph. Okay.
Yeah. See, transportation of minors. This part is the explanation, and then when you go down to the bottom of Part D, scroll down.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll down.
Then it tells you the charges that it pertains to, which would be in this case sexual assault in the second degree and sexual assault in the second degree. But it's 2 different statutes.
Yeah.
So that means it's 2 different. It's 2 different kinds of sexual acts. Yeah.
Criminal offenses under the same statute.
Under the same statute. So they're both. Hey, Levon and Verse. So they're both. These are both for defendant 4. So what it's doing is breaking it down by the count, giving you a summary of what happened, and then giving you the charges at the end of it, and then it'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, that's basically what it's doing. I wish I knew that at the very, very beginning too, because we could have did something like how you said too. That'd make sense. Racketeering Act 8, Mann Act, Jane Doe number 4, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly committed following acts, and any of which alone constitute the Racketeering Act 8, which CC was talking about, that any of these things guilty is guilty of all these acts, and they're breaking them down into each individual acts, and they give you a breakdown.
This one was in California.
This is in California.
And intentionally transported an individual, which was Jane Doe number 4, in interstate commerce with intent that such the individual engage in sexual activity for which a person can be charged with a criminal offense, to wit, violations in California penal law section, rape, abduction, carnal abuse of a child, and seduction. See, it gives you the state penal law that it could be tried under. That's why the Mann Act doesn't actually have laws for child exploitation or whatever, because it covers them all in the Mann Act, and then it uses the state which it occurred in and the statutes that it would have been violating in that state. And that matches whichever part of the Mann Act, that in this case, transportation.
Yeah, because this same act right here, I think this, if I'm not mistaken, this same charge right here, 261, is a California state law, right?
Yeah, because it says California state. It says California penal law section 26.
Brian Pumper's in jail for this right now.
Yeah, this is the California state. This is the California penal law.
Yeah.
So they use. Hey, Saida. What they do is in each state that the victim was in, they take the charges that are pertainable by the state, and they match those up to the section in the Mann Act. In this case, it would be transportation. And then the next one is coercion and enticing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's why it doesn't have. That's why Chuck was saying it doesn't have those laws. You don't see those directly listed under the Mann Act, because the stuff that they did in the state is enough to engage that charge on them
in the feds.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So basically, the coercion enticement is basically the same thing that happened above, but this
it just depends on what type. Like, see, keep scrolling down.
Go down more.
And then you'll see, and then you'll see which law section, which penal law that they broke in California.
Abduction, carnal abuse of a child, and
this thing been going on way longer than Epstein declined.
261.
Abduction, carnal abuse of a child, and seduction. See, these are the 2 laws that he hit in California that made them able to charge him with abduction under the Mann Act, under the racketeering.
Yes. And if this same charges, I'm telling you,
all of this was able to be done by the organization that he put in place in order to do this. Like, see, go on to see. This will make it easier now that we done figured out how it reads. So, in or about October 15th, this one happened in the Northern District of California. Kelly, together with others, knowingly and intentionally persuade, induce, entice, and coerce an individual who had not attained the age of 18. This is Jane Doe 4 again, to engage in sexual activity for which a person can be charged with a criminal offense, to which California penal law, the same ones, see 261.5, 244, 2B, 2. So scroll down to the next one, and then you have transportation of minors.
I just want to say,
also,
you have to, hold on, CC. If y'all go after all of this, y'all see the Brian Pumper video that I had. You see
he's the same charges.
No, he has some of the similar charges, but you will see
for California, I mean,
how you could look up the case and how I looked up the case and different things like that in the criminal codes in LA. So you can see that video. It's on the channel. You can see how we went about finding some information. So you said go down to D or skip past D? Or
go
you
down to D because I'm reading off a couple of them so everybody get the flow.
I'm on D.
If y'all understand, put a 1 in the chat. Hey Diva Divine, did you email Uda what you have, and then we'll go over that next.
Yeah, community.
Do it like this.
Yeah, I emailed you because we understand the breakdown. Yeah.
Yeah, see, this one is transportation of minors. This is D.
Diva could join us too.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you pin the link to the top of the chat, right? It's yours, not mine.
It's ours, man. It's ours.
This one, October 15, 2015, in California. Drop your email in the chat again, Uda.
I will.
This was in the Northern District of California. Robert Kelly is still the defendant, together with others. Okay, so this one, they say they're good, keep it rolling. So now this one's California, rape, abduction, carnal abuse, same thing, same victim. Yeah, Jane Doe number 4. So go down to the next one.
All right, cool. I'm going to drop that, and I'm going to drop the link in the chat just in case, again, real quick. Hold on. Just to make sure everybody...
So I was right. You did leave before you saw my message earlier. I'm talking about the Diva Divine.
I'm talking about... You kill me when you say that. Come talk about... People kill me when they say that. I swear.
You know, if you gave... you got your link at the top.
You said go down?
Go down to E.
And I still got to go back. But yeah, let me Betty, I never did a poll before on CC. You showed me that shit one day, and I never seen it. So I'm just gonna put it on my YouTube on the next side because I don't have it on the screen on computer.
No, he's not out on bail.
Who on bail?
He asked, "Was he out on bail?"
What? I'm about to say, nah.
People watching hasn't been but a couple comment in the chat, and most of them commented that they got it. But yeah, we just going down and breaking down the charges now because we know how they rolling. So I mean, nobody wants to read the nasty part, or at least I don't.
I don't either, but you know.
So we can break it down so that we can know what the charges are and what without actually having to go through all that, because it's basically the same thing over and over again. But what's going to change is the state, and depending on what was done, the charge. Like the charge is going to change for the state, and it's going to be a different charge if it was a different thing that he did that time. No, he ain't out on bail. He just got convicted. He going up for sentencing next.
Yeah, and that's in May,
and
right?
They say his appeal. Yeah, I think it's in May, March or May. I always get those mixed up.
I think it's May though, if I'm not mistaken.
Look, this is like an innate skill that they learn. This is like some reptilian brain shit. Okay, did you have any questions? Are you putting the poll in the chat?
No, I'm just making sure we moving forward.
Okay, because everybody say they get it, so we can keep rolling. So that's why I said go ahead and scroll down. And if Diva send you the other one, we can go ahead and run that one too. Okay. And it's probably gonna be in the same format. And this way it'll be faster. Like you can't break your shit down like this. You cannot
Hell no.
You cannot break your shit down like this.
How much paperwork you went through that day?
We ain't been through but 50 pages, and just 5 and 6 alone is 200 and something a piece.
Yeah, that's
it's correct. Like at least 1,000 pages of stuff. But I'm saying York's charges are much more detailed than this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is the Racketeering Act 9. This is the 9th charge of racketeering that he was charged for under the Mann Act, and this is concerning Jane Doe number 5. So the defendant's not going to change. The first one he got charged with was transportation, and then this is for New York. So you see the Eastern District of New York. Mm-hmm. Then the violations of New York Penal Code, Section 120, that's reckless endangerment and public health law, exposure of infectious venereal diseases in violation of title. So scroll down. That's the first part.
Okay.
Okay, so the second one is coercion enticement, 2017, still in the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere. Kelly and the others did knowingly and intentionally persuade, entice, induce, and coerce Jane Doe number 5 to travel in interstate commerce to engage in sexual activity for which a person can be charged with a criminal offense, violations, New York penal law, reckless endangerment, and New York public health law, exposure of infectious venereal disease. We know he was passing out the gift they keep on giving. So scroll down.
Okay.
And two.
Two. So now we go into the next page. This is
Okay, so
count 10.
yeah, this is scroll
Hold
up a little bit, just
Hold
a
up.
little bit, so I can
Hold
get that
slow.
part
Hold up.
up the top.
Let me see.
So this is racketeer. Well, I'm guessing.
Wait. No. This is Act 10.
Racketeering Act 10.
Forced
labor for Jane Doe number 5. See, this is a different act under the Racketeering Act. So everything that's going to be ABC here, this all falls under forced labor under the Racketeering Act. So January 2018, Central District of California and elsewhere, Robert Kelly, together with others, they broke the laws. Okay, so scroll down. United States Code violation. So that's the only one they got for that one. But it's two sections, 1589A and 2.
And 2.
So then you got Racketeering Act number 11, under the Mann Act, concerning Jane Doe number 5. So this one, the defendant is always going to be Robert Kelly in this set. So we just going to call him Robert. He committed the following acts, either one of which alone constituted the Racketeering Act 11. Transportation, so 2018 in New York and elsewhere, together with others, they broke New York penal law, reckless endangerment, New York public health law, exposure of infectious venereal disease in violation of Title 18 of the United States Code. So that's why he got that one. So the next one, she said she just sent you the email. So we on page 12? So we'll be done with this in a moment.
Okay. We done with that one,
Why
right?
do we have to be formal though? We're not in court. We're just breaking down the court document for layman's.
Who said be formal?
I think he being facetious.
Who said that?
So, Decline Management. I think he in the OODA block chat.
Oh yeah, what you like? What I was reading it, breaking it down, like how I was reading it.
No, he said calling him.
PTSD. That should give me PTSD. I used to be in court, man, and people was talking about me. Yo, listen,
calling him Robert. Isn't that a little informal? See, he says I am not being serious. So,
see, yeah,
on to the next one, which is Part B of what he can be charged on.
Coercion enticement.
Yeah, which is in New York, and him and others did all this stuff to break the law, reckless endangerment in New York Penal Code and New York Public Health Code, exposure of infectious venereal diseases, same thing. So scroll down.
Okay.
And then it's got Title 18 United States Code, Section 1960, Count 2. That's That's under this. The racketeer. This is the second count of the Mann Act. Yeah. So for Jane Doe number 5, on or about 2017.
Mann Act transportation.
Yeah, Mann Act transportation.
You see, it's different here. Yeah. You see, it's different there, and as in the other one.
Yeah, see, there's different acts under the Mann Act that you can be charged with. See, this is Mann Act transportation. The other ones were the breakdowns of what you can be charged under that charge under the Mann Act per state. So this is for the Mann Act transportation count 2. The other ones, all of those that we just broke down, were for the Mann Act transportation count 1, if I'm not mistaken. So 2017, New York, Robert, also known as R. Kelly, they committed acts, violations of the New York Penal Code.
Divine Light is with us too.
Huh?
Divine Light is in here with us. Hey, what's up, Queen? Let me hear you.
Hey, Divine.
Hey, Diva, do you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Queen.
Hey, guys. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet everyone in the chat. I watched you on Information Man show, and I liked your statements and the way you were speaking, and I followed you through him, and I saw that you were going to read the indictment, so I figured I'd send you a treat. I gave you a couple of transcripts.
Okay.
For the opening statements and however you want to do. It starts from the 18th.
Okay.
So you should have transcripts for 18, 19, and 20.
Okay.
Right? I believe that's what I sent you.
Okay, I'm gonna download
them. And then also you have Okay. And then I also sent you the superseding indictment in March of
Okay. So I see
when
three.
they
I see.
decided to Azriel in theirs.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Council 19. Okay. Okay. I see what you're
So
saying.
the indictment that you're reading right now is like totally invalid. Don't even look at it
Okay.
Okay, so
because they
this
added
one,
Azriel and they
Oh.
also have Mia. In this one, they don't have all
okay.
that. They
Okay.
don't
Okay.
have
Wait a
all
minute.
that.
Okay, so the one that you
Okay.
said includes this plus the other stuff.
Okay. So should I bring up this
Yes,
superseding
ma'am.
indictment?
Yeah.
So should I
Okay,
bring up
so
the
yeah, just
superseding
go ahead and
indictment
drop this
first?
one, Uda, and we'll go to the next
I'm
one.
going right there first. Should I go to the
Yo,
superseding indictment first because you
Yes.
sent me two
yeah,
individual
go
things?
to the 2020 supersede indictment
Okay.
because
So I'm
that's
gonna
what we
go.
read now
You
for
guys,
2019.
right?
Okay. So I'm gonna go there now. I'm
Yes,
gonna go there
Now
now.
this one we might not be able to break
right.
down.
You do the 2021, and
Yeah, that's the one that's got all the information. Hey, Diva, you might have to get on your good pitch
a
and
lot
move.
of it is repetitive.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Hold on. Let me
Okay.
see.
Uda,
I'm about
shoot
to
it to
get on
me
my
real
what?
quick. Uda, shoot it to me real quick.
Cause y'all sound low. I want to make sure that I can hear y'all the right way.
Okay.
I don't hear y'all in my headphones for some reason.
Yeah, it's probably my headset too because I got my
No,
Bluetooth.
Girl, you have to put on your good pitch and woo pose on the phone when you
no,
get up here.
I'm just making sure that y'all hear us good in the chat. Y'all just make sure that y'all can hear us good. Y'all just let us know. Now we good. Let's just rock. All right, cool.
Let's
So
see.
we got three individual emails. Shout out to this queen,
Yeah, Prime say he can't
Divine
hear.
Light.
He say
She
it's
most
breaking
definitely
up.
is a diva and came with the Divine Light and
Yes,
dropped the little info on BIE. You mean? Let's get into it.
you
This is
need to give Real My TV a chat. I mean, a wrench in the chat. He on his
Yes.
backup account.
okay, cool. I will as well. So let's just try to get into some of this. Let me zoom this
Okay.
so Cece can help me to do some of this reading, and then
Yeah, I got my new glasses, baby, and my voice is back.
just zoom to the maxi. Do that look like the
This
right
is
about
fine.
way? This is perfect, right?
Fine for
And
everybody.
perfect. Shout out to the.
Everybody on.
Can I King Jaffe Joe the Queen? Can I put the roses
I
on the
can't
floor for?
see anything. How do I see the screen?
Are you in the phone? Are you on your phone?
Do you see this? That what we're
Thank you.
showing them? Do you see
Thank you guys.
King Jaffe,
Yes,
put the roses
baby.
on the floor. I soon get the King Jaffe music. Oh, to be
No,
loved,
I don't see anything.
to be loved.
Are you
Oh,
on
what
your
a
phone?
feeling.
Diva, are you on your phone or are you on a tablet?
Can you see it now, Diva?
Yeah, mommy, there is the
You
button
see it?
next to.
We just want to make
You
sure
have
you
to
see
be
the
on the
screen.
restream. On the
I'm
well,
up,
I can
espérate.
see it, but she can't see it. I think it's because she.
Wait,
Hold on. Let me hear.
I want to see the screen. This button next to. Wait. I think
There's a button
there's
next.
a button next to the camera, and it looks like it says movie. Like like a movie. I wonder if that's it. Let me. I'm press
Oh
it.
no, that's the
Let's
load
see
of
if I can
video
see the
file.
screen if I press this
That's the load of
button.
video file.
I've
Play
restreamed
local
before, so I
video.
don't know.
No, it should be over those buttons.
It should just go
But
up.
if you
Oh,
see in a
okay. No, we
blank,
don't want to do that. Right.
Go all the way to the top. It should. You should
make
see
sure
the
you
screen.
scrolled up all the way to the top of that page. It
Go to the
should
top.
be a little screen. It's not gonna be big. It'll be a little screen because you in restream, and you're not gonna really be able to see it from there. If you have another device, you can pull it up on YouTube and
Okay.
mute the
All
video
right.
and watch it from there. Yeah. If you on a phone, it's like teeny tiny because it
Yes,
don't
if
give
you're
you a
now
whole
coming in
screen.
here, you need to rock with us. Salute to y'all. If y'all now pulling up, if you're part of the community, welcome back. If you're part of the community, welcome. Just like Diva Divine Light, she said she saw me on Information Man Show. Shout out to the Info Man. Make sure you're subscribing over there. And she said she came over here to drop some light on me. I appreciate this queen. I want her to continue to drop this light, lift their voices. I want to help everybody to lift their voices. Y'all helping me in the same breath. This is what it's all about. So we're going to go through some of this information. Make sure that y'all leaving y'all comments and things like that. Some people, after we get through some of this information, I do want to have a panel so we can all kind of, talk about what we've gone through the process of the superseding indictment and 3 other things Diva Divine Light also sent me as well, right? You sent me 3 things. Okay, cool. So we're going to be going through with the breakdown of exactly each.
Send it to me.
You know, I'm going to, that thing got to be sent over there to the treehouse. You know, I got to send it because that's where I receive my mail in the treehouse. So, yeah. So, we're going to most definitely get into that. As you can see, March 13, 2020 is on this paperwork. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad because I'm from Brooklyn. I ain't get this paperwork, y'all. I feel bad, y'all. That's some bullshit.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right
there. How was it? I'm in Brooklyn, y'all.
The Eastern District of New York declined. I think it might depend on the state on that versus stuff.
Okay.
So
I want to make sure the queen can see that too. Okay, so she's gonna pop back in.
I mean, against and versus is basically the same word.
Mm-hmm.
But
so you want to get into the breakdown of this one real quick?
I got an off-topic question, but it should just be yes or no. Okay. Does anybody know if Young Sparrow ever endorsed York? Remy, you here? Jump up.
York. I never heard of him.
Drop the link so Remy can jump.
All right, cool. Yeah. I never heard of him. Not really.
Endorsing him in any way.
I don't know. You got to, for him to endorse York, you got to go into probably Young Pharaoh. I don't know. I don't know.
I never heard of it.
I never heard of it. I've heard him
saying anything about York.
I've heard him.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think SETI liked York too much.
No, I don't know. SETI was banging on everybody. No, SETI they wasn't rocking with no York.
That's what I'm saying.
And Pharaoh was like under York, but he also had a love for Polite in a different way too. So
no, Pharaoh. You mean Pharaoh was under SETI?
Yeah, Pharaoh was under SETI. Pharaoh looked up to SETI and Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh looked up to SETI and he looked up to Brother Polite. Those are the 2 people that he looked up to. Those are the people.
No, he didn't look up to Brother Polite. He wanted to get in on that paperwork.
But at the end of the day, Brother Polite was a bigger figure than him and more notoriety. When you look from a side of you want Polite, look at Young Pharaoh, who he want to be,
Look, Pharaoh came in the gates because Polite scammed him in the first place. If that's even the case.
But I'm just saying though, we're not gonna make this about Pharaoh. We're talking about R. Kelly. Anyway, listen.
Yeah, I said it was a yes or no question.
We're gonna go on because Pharaoh's a whole nother damn case, and I didn't stop covering his.
So this is a superseding indictment from the Brooklyn office, March 12, 2020.
Hold up. Let me put this in. You said put the link in the chat for Ram, right?
Yeah. I think you wanted to jump up.
I'm just gonna drop it anyway, just to drop it. All right, cool. All right, so what you want me to do? Scroll see?
Yeah, scroll down because ain't nothing to see there.
Little investigative music.
USA against Robert.
Okay.
Who is the defendant.
Okay, let's go now.
Grand jury charges. Okay, so this is a grand jury superseding indictment. Maybe that's why it says against. At all times relevant to this superseding indictment unless otherwise indicated, the enterprise, the defendant R. Kelly, R. Sylvester, Robert. Scroll down because we already read all this.
Hold up. Yeah, let me go to break that. Is bus bodyguard, drivers, personal assistants, and runners. I read that. They said that.
Yeah, see, we read all this.
We read that. That's basically
this part is gonna be the same. It's the same document. They just
music brand. Yeah, we read all. I read all this. In connection with the enterprise. Yeah. When Kelly attended concerts, yes. Mm-hmm. When Kelly identified a woman or girl he wished to see again, I read that to y'all.
Yep.
So all of this is beginning. Hold up, somebody knocked the door. Let me go open the door. Hope it's Divine Light.
Because in this case, it always indicates Robert Kelly, so it's the enterprise because there's only him. Now, if there were different enterprises under this Mann Act, then it might read different, but I'm not sure about that. Mm-hmm. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a true crime friend.
Hello.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Hello.
Hey, Queen. That's what I'm talking about. Jaffe again. Jaffe, y'all.
I'm sorry.
The replay. Why did y'all rewind the movie? I know. To be loved.
I figured out a way.
Hold on, I got something.
What you got?
Ave Maria.
You don't hear that?
All right, so I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. I got away. I'm on my husband's phone watching the screen.
You see it now, right?
Yep.
You see it, right, Diva?
Oh no, she got problems with her screen. She said, "Give us a."
I'm watching it on my husband's phone.
Oh wait, I found it.
Yeah,
so
no,
are you on your phone or are you on?
I'm watching it. I'm watching it on my husband's. I'm on. I'm on my phone. I'm also watching the screen from my husband's phone. So problem solved.
Okay.
So you have it at part 6.
Okay.
Oh man, it keeps pointing out on my side. I don't know if you see me.
Yeah. That's what lead me to have to trim it. And I don't want to have to trim it. So I'm trying to use less people content as possible. I'm just trying to do my own thing and use my own music and stuff. I know, but I just don't even want people shit in there. We about to start a whole new different thing, cult in this thing. I'm about to do a different culture, not cult.
As long as your channel is marked for comedy and stuff, it's fine under fair use. As long as you use like under a minute, it doesn't even register until it hits like the 1.5-minute mark.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's why I was playing it, because you can play a clip, but as soon as you go over like 1.5 minutes, that's when DISM is gonna hit you. But that song right there ain't copyrighted on there. It'll just hit you with the little copyright claim.
I don't hear that though. But I'm most definitely gonna get the sound.
Maybe you gonna season that meat or what?
Okay, what's up now?
So you can scroll down. We already read all this. None of this should have changed. They just added extra people to the document.
Okay, so now
you should be able to go down to the first.
So let's scroll down, right? So let's go down to the actual charges, right?
Yes.
Shanique will be for joining us.
The women were required to call Kelly daddy. Methods and means of the enterprise. You can go past that part. Yeah, you read that. Demanding absolute commitment to Kelly and not tolerating dissent, isolating girls from friends. Yeah, we read all of this.
We did all of this. We did all of this. We did. Count one,
racketeering. Okay, so scroll up.
This, right?
Yeah, there you go. In about 94 and the present, both dates being approximate.
We did it. We never read this part. Let me start with this then. You can start with this or I can start with this. Because remember, when we started the first one, it started from 1999.
Yeah.
This one starts from 1994. So this goes back to Aaliyah.
Yeah.
So she's actually.
In or about
all right, so you want
between January 1994 and the present, both states being approximate and inclusive. Within the Eastern District, State of New York, and elsewhere, the defendant, Robert, also known as R. Kelly, together with others, it's the same thing. So he got charged with consisting of the racketeering act set forth below. So this is just the summary for the whole thing. So scroll back up for a second to the top of it. So this is, did you scroll down or up?
I scrolled up.
Okay, scroll up a little bit more. Yeah, you scrolled that. You did that down mouse thing folk do before they roll up. Scroll up just a little bit more.
Up more, right? So count one.
See, this is count one of racket. First count is racketeering. So then scroll down.
Okay, back to the bottom of this.
Yeah, back to the bottom of this part.
Okay.
So then that's the count of racketeering, and under this first count of racketeering Act 1, bribery.
Okay.
So then that's 94, Northern District of Illinois, Robert together with others. And the Jane Doe one. Oh wait,
that's what I'm saying. Let me read this.
This is Aaliyah.
August 30. That's what I'm saying. On or about August 30, 1994, within the Northern Districts of Illinois. The defendant, Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally cause another individual to promise and tender to a public officer and public employee property, to wit, United States currency, that such public officer and public employee was not authorized by law to accept, with the intent to influence the performance of an act related to the employment and function of a public officer and public employee, to wit, the creation of a fraudulent identification document for Jane Doe number 1, an individual whose identity is known to the grand jury in violation. Hold up, why is it not moving up?
Of Illinois Criminal Code section 53/1A and 5-5.
Yeah.
Then the next one is Racketeering Act 2, exploitation of a child, Jane Doe number 2.
So this is where it started from with us, with the first one that we was on?
I believe so.
Right? Let's go a little bit through this.
But let's make sure, because they might have changed the order when they added in the two people. But
Facts.
we know 94 is Aaliyah because she's the only one that he married.
Facts. So we needed that.
There, they have them listed by the year. So the other girl must be later in the document, right?
Okay. So this actual is sexual
Diva, are you still here?
Diva's still here. Everybody's still here.
So who was the second girl she mentioned?
Hold up. Wait. I think Diva was having background noise, so I think I muted the background noise. Yeah. Diva, say something, Diva.
Yeah. I'm muted.
No. Background noise. So sometimes when I read it. Now we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The second girl.
What year was the second girl?
Right. The second girl was the girl. Her pseudonym name was Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie.
Okay, but they're not using synonyms in here. They just using Jane Doe 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they say Stephanie. That's what
There's 6 girls.
Yeah. Okay, so would she be Jane Doe number 6?
Doe number 1 is Aaliyah. Jane Doe is Stephanie. Jane Doe number 3 is Sonia. Jane Doe number 4 is Geronda Pace. Jane Doe number 5 is Azriel Clary. And Jane Doe number 6 is Faith Rogers.
Thank you for that clarification. So this one's in May, October, in or about in between May 99 and October 15th, 99. Northern District of Illinois, Robert Kelly, knowingly and intentionally. Jane Doe number 2, scroll down.
Okay.
To violation.
Drop a like. If you have not dropped a like, I ain't been telling y'all all time. Drop that like. We going through this information. You already know. Support the community. Donate that like right now. Share, subscribe. You already know how we doing it. But you said scroll down, Queens?
Yeah, scroll down a little bit.
Okay, scroll down just a little. Just to the top of this one. To the top of the Racketeering 3.
Right here is fine.
Okay.
Engage in sexual explicit conduct for the purpose of producing one or more visual depictions of such conduct, which visual depictions were produced using materials that have been mailed, shipped, and transported in interstate and foreign commerce in violation of Title 18 United States Code, and that's the section. So that's what I was saying earlier. See, they didn't break it down like this. Yeah. They said, they broke it down better in this one. This is what I was trying to get. Was he using that for that, or was he actually making them and sending them out? But that's what he was doing there. So Racketeering Act number 3, kidnapping involving Jane Doe number 3. So that's between 2003 and 2004, District of Illinois, Robert Kelly, together with others. And then he, against her will, by deceitment,
Yeah, we covered this.
This is one of the ones that we did. We did 5 or 4.
We did
4.
Something
so
about that.
The only ones, these 2, this is the other girl that got added. So she had the same charge as somebody else. So that was deceit and enticement. So then you have Racketeering Act 4, Mann Act violation, Jane Doe number 3, and then Robert Kelly.
And then he committed, remember we was talking about if he committed 81.
These are the ones that we read. So the first 2 are the ones that were added, and the last 4 are the ones that we already did. So we need to go down to 5 and finish.
To the bottom. Then it's going to update the back. Yeah, then it's going to update the beginning and the back. That's what it's going to update. Really. We did the middle.
6 is the one that we need, because 4 is the one we were on.
We did this, right? Engaged in sexual act with Jane Doe 3. We did that. Mann Act Jane Doe 4. We did this.
Illinois.
We did Jane Doe 4, right? We did Jane Doe 4.
Yeah.
With the Illinois, we got through Illinois. We ended up getting to Connecticut, remember?
Yeah, I'm telling you what it was. It's the last. See, you're going by this is ABCD. We need to go down to the last. So go to the last page.
Okay, hold on. Let me go down. I'm just going down, scrolling as people that's coming in.
Yeah, making sure we didn't miss nothing.
Making sure.
Of
and
course,
people that's
California.
Oh, see, we was just in California.
Hey, Nequa.
Right? Hey, Nequa.
They broke it down better in this one.
A little bit better, right? You think so? But these charges is real written the same way.
So this is at Jane Doe number 5.
Okay, so do we stop at 5? Where we ain't
this
get
is the one that we was reading before, so we was halfway through there. So we hold on, let me close down the project.
Nah, I didn't read no health and safety code thing. The health and safety
I
code.
was reading that. We didn't go all the way through
we
5. We
it.
was just starting on 5 when Diva sent the new document.
Yeah, we was up there on transportation.
Scroll up one more so we can get this for a little
Remember,
bit more
wait,
see the top.
guys, can I say something?
Go ahead.
When you the first indictment, Jane Doe number 5, when you were reading the first indictment, initially Jane Doe number 5 shall I say, Jane Doe number 6 in this indictment. So what you guys read was Jane Doe number 6. To read Jane Doe number 5. Because she was just added.
I just wanted him to scroll up to the top so I can
and they both got charged. The both of them. Right. The both of the girls were charging R. Kelly with knowingly giving them herpes.
Yeah, because we read like 2
So you didn't read Jane Doe number 5. You read number 6. Because number 6.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, Jane Doe number 6 in the original indictment. Right. So you start on 5. 5 is what you guys were missing in the original one because they just added her.
Yeah, 1 and 5. That's why I said they had probably reordered it.
We did now.
Okay, so
clear, right?
Racketeering Act 8.
Right. What was new? Right. What was new was the bribery charge with Aaliyah, and Jane Doe number 5 is this superseding indictment.
We read off Jane Doe 1, which was Aaliyah.
Okay,
we
so
read that whole thing.
5. Let's go into Jane Doe number 5.
So this is Racketeering Act 8 under the Mann Act concerning Jane Doe number 5. So the defendant is always and forever will be in this document. Robert Kelly. The first act is for transportation. So on or about April 28, 2015 and May 1st, 2015, within the Central District of California and elsewhere, together with others, knowingly. Then he did the criminal offense violation of California Health and Safety Code. See, the last 2 was in New York, so it was the health violation, but this is the California Health and Safety Code. Willful exposure of a communicable disease. Right. See the difference in wording? The one is from New York, and this one's from California. In New York, it was exposure to an infectious disease, infectious venereal disease. But in California, it's exposure of a communicable disease. He engaged in unprotected sexual intercourse with Jane Doe number 5 without first informing her that he had contracted herpes and obtaining her consent to sexual intercourse in these circumstances in violation of Title 18 United States Code in the sections right there, 2421A and 2. Then B, under the Racketeering Act charge 8 is coercion and enticement. So on or about April 28, 2015 and May 1st, 2015, within the Central District of California and elsewhere, Robert, together with others, did knowingly do nasty shit. Scroll down with a charge with a criminal offense to wit violations of California health. Go to the next page. Health and Safety Code, willful exposure of a communicable disease. In that Kelly engaged, and he did the same nasty shit again. So Racketeering Act 9 of the Mann under the Mann Act, Jane Doe number 5, transportation. This is from September 15, 2015 in New York. We read this part. So they must have had hey, Diva, did they have a part of hers on there and extended?
That's what she said. She said we was reading 6, but 6 actually is the victim number 5 too. So they both the same victim. So we was missing updated information.
So there's the 6 after this.
That's
on the first, what she's saying is on the first document, it was victims 1, 2, 3, 4. But then on the second, but it was 5. That's what I'm saying. She was on the first document, but it's more added. That's that California stuff. Okay, so this is September 15th and October 15th. New York, Northern District of California, and elsewhere. Robert and his nasty gang. Jane Doe number 5, interstate commerce. Scroll down.
Okay, scroll.
With intent that such,
What you said? We was trying to hear you, Queen. You was breaking up, Diva.
Yeah, you was breaking up bad.
You say something. Who was saying something? We hear you now, Diva. Say something.
I think she broke up again.
We hear you. Nico, you say something, Nico? Let me hear you.
Does she have two things?
See, Nico, I can't hear Nico. All right, look, y'all both come back in right now because
Nico's been doing funny stuff all morning.
I know, but
so you might see two of her pop up.
Okay, she popped right back up, so it's all good. Maybe Nico say something. I can't hear her though.
That's why she kept popping up in two.
Her thing is moving. Her voice is moving, but she's not. So Diva, come back up and hear y'all both. All right.
Yeah.
Nico, Diva, pull back up too. Come on, fingers crossed. Come on, Nico.
Positive energy, family.
Nico.
Positive energy. We've been having all these issues because y'all have not been sending out positive energy, family. Just because I wasn't able to say it, don't mean that you wasn't able to do it. Positive energy. Okay, so.
All right, so what do we have to do? As they scrolling in and out, we're gonna wait for them to hit the doorbell. So what do I do? Scroll down.
Yeah. So right. With violations of California Penal Code, unlawful sexual intercourse with a person under 18.
I never seen it intercourse. I never seen it that way. I don't think. Yeah.
This is arrest at 5.
Okay. Yeah, because we never got through that part.
5 wasn't on the other one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So who is under 18 years old? You scroll unlawful sexual intercourse. Engaged in intercourse with Jane Doe number 5, who was under 18 years old, while he was more than 3 years older than Jane Doe number 5, in violation of Title 18 United States Code. Same section. Scroll down.
Why he was more than 3 years older? They specify.
Yeah, they specify that. That's where that Romeo and Juliet clause comes into effect. You know, like if an 18-year-old did with a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
So B is coercion and enticement. So September 15th,
between the same time.
October, the Eastern District of New York, same place. Scroll down.
Defendant
RSK crew to travel. You got Jane Doe number 5 to travel in interstate commerce.
Okay, this is some of the same things that he was charged in New York and in California, though.
Yeah, see, this one happened in New York, but it also happened in California and other places.
Yeah, and Connecticut and other places.
The place that happened at is New York, so that's where they're gonna file the charge. That's where they're gonna put the main charges at.
Okay.
So, unlawful sexual intercourse with a person under 18 years old. He engaged with her when she was under 18, and he was more than 3 years older than her, in violation of the same United States Code and section. And then C is coercion of a minor.
Same date.
Same dates. Same places, same people.
Intensity, persuade, induce, entice, coerce individuals. Same thing, sexual activity, criminal offense.
Unlawful sexual intercourse with a person under 18 years old.
You see that again, and I'm telling you.
That's the California Penal Code. You have to specify when you show those numbers.
Is in jail with that charge too right now. He's in there with that charge too, 261.5A.
What happened with Brian Pumper? I'm sorry.
Brian Pumper going to jail for being more nasty than all. Girl, he got crimes against humanity.
He got crimes against nature and all types of
stuff.
Yeah,
nature.
What?
Nature.
Yes.
I did a video on it.
Trying to figure out what the hell that is.
All right, I did a video on it. Just go down on my channel. You're going to see the Brian Pumper one. I go to information. Then shout out to Max B World too. Then I go through the information on how to go about looking up people in their district in LA. It might be helpful for if you want to look up Polite or something else. Then I also showed the one about Crip, the Crip Cowboy. They used to run around like Nipsey Hussle, the Crip Cowboy. He also has
Cowboy.
He got sexual offenses as well. So I did a 1-minute video that's on my channel.
Y'all, Pandora's box has opened up.
What?
And all people.
So if you go down on my channel, you'll see the 2 videos. You'll see the Brian Pumper one. You'll see all his charges. He has like 13 charges on one, 13 charges on another one. He has $2,225,000 bail. He's in jail for sexual assaults. And
even York didn't get crimes against nature.
Not even York got crimes against nature. That man had incest, maybe incest, or it was. Remember, I was go back and
it was. They might have been able to try and charge him with it, but they just declined.
They couldn't. So you know what I mean. But the charges are swirling around those things like.
Papa Smurf the boss says that's Diva. Her phone froze and she on her hubby account. Papa Smurf the boss.
Yes, the outside.
Okay, so transportation of minors, same place,
same culprit.
Scroll down.
Transport the individuals who had not
sexual 18 years, same charges,
sexual activity.
And then
26.5. Okay, 26.1.5.
You have to specify that it's the California penal law.
That's why when you
look it up for another state, it's gonna come up with something totally different. You have to highlight that whole thing, California penal law sections.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was putting it in the penal code and showing you how to on that video how to go about Googling it, and so you could figure out.
But when you're doing it, if it's giving you a specific law for a specific state, you have to put in the state and the code, or else it's just gonna come up with a U.S. code. That means federal.
All right.
Nika got a question for you in the back, Uda.
Okay, hold on.
So now this is Racketeering Act 10, which is sexual exploitation of a child on Jane Doe number 5. So same dates, Northern District of California and elsewhere. Scroll down.
Okay.
Well, I know you ain't got but 2 hands, so go ahead and answer and then scroll down.
Okay, hold on.
Prime says some jurisdictions have codified laws against the individual offenses. At common law, a crime against nature was generally synonymous with sodomy. Oh,
where you see that? Wait.
That's what Prime said in the chat.
Oh, I'm scrolling. You see me moving paper? I'm like, no, don't that damn.
I told you to scroll up, but no, Prime was reading. I was reading off what Prime said in the chat. No, scroll back down so we can see.
Oh, shit. Y'all got me all up in that. Yo, listen, man, y'all take your time, man. Don't be having me. Come on, man.
I said Prime said. Okay, so go down so we can see the whole thing.
Y'all like all right, cool. Listen.
The same dates, Northern District of California, Northern District of Illinois, and elsewhere. Robert Kelly and his nasty crew engaged in sexually explicit conduct for the purpose of producing one or more visual depictions of such conduct, i.e. child porn, which visual depictions were produced using materials that had been mailed, shipped, and transported in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce in violation of Title 18. It's always going to be in violation of Title 18.
2251, 2251, and 2.
Yeah. Racketeering Act 11, Forced Labor, Jane Doe number 5. Yeah, see, they put
April 2015. Yeah, they did. 2015.
April 2015, December 2018.
But you know what the other thing? Hold up. Just one thing before you go any further, CC. Just one thing that stuck out to me in this one, right, is that they bunched it. Remember, we read a lot of them, right? We never seen them actually together. They said within Illinois, California, and Illinois, and elsewhere.
These are verified.
So these
are verified places that it happened. So if they can verify that it happened with her in more than one state, they're going to list all of those. And if they can't specify, that's when they put that and elsewhere in there.
Exactly. That's how this one.
Like this one, April 25th and December 2018.
This is Georgia.
Northern District of Georgia, Northern District of Illinois, and elsewhere.
See?
Robert Kelly and his nasty crew. So we're gonna see some differently named.
They got 2 confirmed. So that means they know 2 confirmed incidents in Georgia and in Illinois.
Yeah, because remember, he bought a house in Georgia. He has a house in Illinois. If they can confirm they was there at a specific time, they can throw that charge on him.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Jane Doe number 5 by means of force, threats of force, physical restraint. We read all that before.
Okay.
So
pattern, scheme, plan. We already read that. Such person performed
in violation of Title 18 of the United States Code, Section 1589A and 2.
And
so the Racketeering Act 12 is.
This is Jane Doe number 6. So remember, Jane Doe number 6 is Jane Doe number 5.
No, Jane Doe number 5. They didn't reorder it in order. They just reordered it.
No, that's what Diva told us.
5. So we just read the new one.
All right. So hold on. Let me just say
anyway, just to make sure.
Let me just say this one thing, Trip. If Diva is still in the chat because she's having some technical difficulties, if you're in the chat,
just now.
Oh, to clarify, in the
chat. Florida to California while she was 17. She said that Jane Doe number 5 is for Ezriel Clary.
So Jane Doe number 6 is who?
Is it 5 or 6? Who's Ezriel?
Who's number 6?
Hold on, it's a time delay. We gotta wait for the answer.
Okay.
Was Azriel 5 or 6?
Who is 6? That's all I don't know.
She listed them off, but she'll probably list them off again.
But I got her and we got her in the tree, so she gonna come and top with us.
Yeah, it's just it's like a 30-second delay, and then you gotta give her time to type.
All right, so we gonna hold here for a little second, right at Racketeering Act 12, because we just want to straighten out something with Jane Doe number 6, because she also knows the order of each victim. So I would like to jot that down as well.
I want to clarify something with Diva, because she knows the.
Yeah, the little victim over there. She told me that I want to make sure that we're on the same one and we're not on. Now make sure we're on a different victim and not on the same victim that they have another acts or crimes against him.
But I think 5 was Azriel, but I'm trying to wait for Diva to confirm.
I should have jotted it, but I didn't have my notebook right there. I should have been on my sister Nandy.
Okay, so Azriel is number 6.
Okay,
so Faith Rogers is number 6. So we already read Faith, and Azriel was number 5. So that's it. But we can go back through. There ain't no number 6 anyway.
And Azriel is number 5.
That's what I'm going off of in the chat. That's what Service P said. Faith Rogers, and then they said number 6.
Okay, cool. So now we're at number 6. So we at Faith Rogers then. So the defendant, Robert Sylvester Kelly, you already know, transportation on or about May 18th, which is my brother and my father's birthday, within the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere. The defendant, Robert Sylvester Kelly, together with others, did knowing and intentionally transport a victim. Jane Doe number 6, you already know whose identity. We went through those type of legal talk. Hold up.
This is the one we already read.
Okay, so she got violated in New York.
Yeah,
New York penal law.
Endangerment and knowing exposure of infectious venereal disease.
Okay,
see the wording difference between the New York Public Health Code and the California Public Health Code.
California said communicable, right?
Communicable diseases. See, they'll charge you. See, this is infectious venereal disease. So theirs only encompasses, this charge for New York only encompasses STDs basically.
But it's the same disease.
But the one
specifying,
it can be
right?
it can be any disease that's an STD.
Okay,
but the one in California is any communicable disease. Like if you intentionally give somebody something that's just communicable and you don't have to get it via sex, you can be charged for that if you're doing it intentionally.
Okay, so he engaged.
But see, there's another charge for that, but it's under another section in New York. See, there's more. It just depends on the state as to how they break their charges.
Okay,
see,
cool.
Unprotected sexual intercourse without first informing her that he had contracted herpes and obtaining her consent for sexual intercourse in those circumstances. In violation of Title 18 United States Code, Section 2421A and 2.
And 2. Okay, so now this is coercion that's going on with
coercion and enticement.
In the case of that same
window number 6, Eastern District and elsewhere. Same charges, reckless endangerment, knowing exposure to an infectious disease.
Law health now. Now he's breaking the health codes in New York too now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, she says number 1 is Aaliyah, number 2 is Stephanie, number 3 is Sonia, number 4 is Jahonda Pace, number 5 is Azriel, and number 6 is Faith on this document. But what they did was they reordered them from 2019 to 2020. The orders changed. So it's 2 more people added, but the order, they didn't just plop one here and plop one there. The 2 is added in there, so the order for the people changed. Like if it was 1 on the 2019 document, it wouldn't necessarily be number 1 on here. Some of them might coincide, but not all of them.
Who's 3? Okay, I see it. 3 is Sonia.
Yeah. 1 is Aaliyah, 2 is Stephanie, 3 is Sonia, 4 is Jahonda Pace, 5 is Azriel, and 6 is Faith. And Faith was violated in New York.
I just wanted to jot that down for that.
Allow me to send Diva some positive energy, family.
And Equa B, who been popping up on here too.
Hey, let's go.
Man. Papa Smurf, man. Shout out to Papa
Nick
Smurf.
was stuff been acting up all morning because we was on for like 3 hours.
So you are subscribed, man. You already know we got for.
Huh? That's Papa Smurf is Diva. She under her husband's work. She's under her husband's account.
So she can't pop in here and come talk to us?
Her phone froze, so she on her husband's account, but her husband's account ain't working up here.
Oh, damn. That one too? Shit.
That's why she typing in the chat. That's why I'm relaying the message.
Person popped in with the whole, they sounded like Diva. I was just about to say that. Damn.
I told you that, though. You don't be listening close enough.
Can't sound like Diva.
You know certain words ain't coming out right now because of my throat.
Okay. Flex go Burb. Shout out. All right, cool. So do I go? Do I move? Okay, let's go. Circumstances.
Yeah, so Racketeering Act
Right.
13, forced labor, Jane Doe number 6.
Drop
So
a
yeah,
like.
we
You
already
in here,
know.
drop a like right now. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Trip C's Treehouse. That's who's here co-hosting with me. You already know. Make sure you subscribe to the Treehouse. Make sure you subscribe to Community. Drop a tree in the chat if you are subscribed to the Treehouse. Let's go. We moving forward. See, right?
Somebody knocking on your door.
I got them. I'm about to bring them in. They probably came to the Treehouse.
It might
too.
be Diva trying to jump.
It is. I hope it is. I hope it is. No, it is. It's Nikwa. Her bars look better. Nikwa, look like you can say something. Say something, Nikwa. Oh my God, they playing with us, Nikwa.
No, it ain't. It's something wrong with her phone. We figured that out earlier.
Sometimes I could unmute it. Mute it. Let me try to unmute it, and that might help you. Because sometimes I did that. That helps. Speak. Let me see. Let me unmute it. Mute it. That helped one time. I did something.
Decline. It had to be since like the late 90s. The 94, from 94 till present, or whenever he's got his ass put in jail this time, right before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Another one might pop up right behind it, and it'll say Neek will be without the dash, and it won't be no picture. And that one will have sound, but hers won't. It's something wrong with her device.
All right, so
that can be verified back to 94. That's Aaliyah. So, but everybody speculates that he was doing it before that, but they don't have any verifiable information. Miss Shoal as hell ain't no weekend decline.
Oh, there you go, Nico. Don't play with me. Don't you move that screen. Say,
you better stay in that pose you got on right now, baby.
Jaffe, y'all. Jaffe. Oh, what a feeling. Shut up to be loved. Come on, let's get it. All right, Nick was back rocking with his diva. She got fixed just now. That thing just got fixed. You might want to try again, Papa Spurt.
Look, Decline.
Pop
that
up.
Video got leaked back in what year was that? 2000, around 2001, 2002.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be around 2001 because I was in school.
It's around that. I would probably around there, probably 2000.
Around 2001 because it wasn't cold because we was in dress whites.
Probably 2000.
Yeah, it was like the early part of 2001. If I'm
it was around the time Aaliyah passed away.
Heard, we are in the courthouse right now. We are breaking down this information right now. We are live in the courtroom right now. Me, Neek will be, and Trip C's Treehouse. As you hear right now, that noise is the courtroom noise. We waiting for the judge to come on and start the deliberate. Everybody start the deliberations. Just
I believe it happened around the time when around the time Leah passed away is when it was leaked.
It was like a year or two before that, or a year or two after that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'll find out real quick.
The music come in.
What year was R. Kelly first charged?
Who?
2002. According to
2002.
It's a year after.
Yeah.
Aaliyah passed away.
See, 2002. So you was close. You was close.
He ain't got no money. Somebody said
if you pull it up right now, drop a like off the rip. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new, if you're part of the channel, welcome back. You already know. Hold up. Let me King Jaffe Joe for all my people that's new and for the people that's been rocking with us this whole time, getting this information to all my content creators that's going, get some of this information as well. You know what I mean? You already know we sharing in the treehouse, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to the treehouse and then, I could get up on that information.
Did you guys know that his numbers went up in sales since this happened?
Of course, it's just natural.
Them nasty people that support him, buying everything they can get their hands on.
People search you more, and we live in a streaming world now where it's not you have to buy.
And then they're putting this. They doing that intentionally, just like people used to push people up the American Idol thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what do I do? Scroll up and down? Do I scroll down?
We basically done. We already read this one.
Get through this part. Let me just get through what happened.
Yeah, we just Racketeering Act 4, Mann Act, Jane Doe number 6.
With Jane Doe number 6, all of these things fall just like how we was reading in the other charges. They all fall under with his charges.
District of New York,
District of New York.
R. Kelly and his nasty crew.
Activities.
Reckless endangerment.
Reckless endangerment, public health, because he knew that he did that unprotected. Did the herpes disease.
Somebody's knocking at your door.
the coercion that went along with that, him beating the person in the mind, talking to all this dumb shit, setting the person up, not telling the person that you had these things and gave them the disease and all these type of things, breaking health codes, and in many states breaking health codes, and just that alone. So even people say he innocent. The man running around giving people straight herpes.
Let me answer the crime question.
That's not a crime, son. To give people straight herpes.
They don't care because they like to step in the name of love.
Shout out to Extortion Friendly Extortion _101. What's going on, my brother?
Salute.
We had Aaliyah's. Who up here?
Oh, my bro, Friendly Extortion _101. Everybody getting out on this R. Kelly mission. We all got something to say. We got children. I know Friend got daughters or something. You know, it's just sickening. What up, Friendly? What you got to say?
I don't know if the little girl's mine. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. But yo, let's get to the topic.
Shout out to Friendly. King Jaffe Joe. Let me give Friendly to King Jaffe Joe. King Jaffe Joe, let me put the flowers on the floor, Friendly. Before we get more back into the paperwork, make sure y'all subscribing to Friendly Extortion _101. He will be on here. I will be doing an interview with him here, and he will be doing some dialogues with me on some further streams and future streams.
Definitely.
So what do you got to say before we get into some of this sickness that we're hearing, Friendly?
Like honestly, I just want to say, I hope a lot of people that have kids just don't speak on how they not feeling about what R. Kelly has done and bashing him, and they being hypocritical. I hope this teaches people of valuable lessons, and people can learn from this to take care of the young ones, they kids, they sons, they daughters, and know that they got to protect their kids from these type of people. And then these people come in disguise. It's like terrorists. You know, they come in all different shapes, colors, and all that shit. So you know, I just hope people could just learn a valuable lesson behind this. You know, because at the end of the day, R. Kelly was wrong, 100%. He was fucked up. But I blame the parents also from, you know what I'm saying, trying to profit off their kids and using their kids. So I hope people could take this as a lesson and learn, and it wakes a lot of people up in our community. And I hope we could do better as parents so we could prevent these type of things from happening to our kids, to the neighbors, you know what I'm saying, or to anyone. You understand? That's what I wanted to say, because
that's big words, man. We most definitely agree with your sentiments and how you feel about that. We all agree, whether you have children or not. You can agree with that. You know what I'm saying? We need to make our neighborhoods safe, our buildings. Again, I think that everybody needs to have the offenders list app on their phone, just like how everybody has the citizens app. And we all need to be talking about stuff. Though some people in our community or somebody grew in our building, could we be having our friends and we talk with them all the time? So this could be a part of a conversation that we need to always interject in our conversation. Like, yo, you checked the app lately, just to know who's around you, especially if you have kids. Your kids are coming in and out the building. You never know. Look at the Jewish boy that happened 2 years ago in New York City. There was, I forget the Jewish boy's name, but it was the big case. I can go and Google it so I don't have to do a disservice by, you know what I'm saying, a person that's gone, you know what I'm saying? But there was a Jewish boy that was abducted. I think it was in the 80s, right? And everybody was looking for him. It was this big hunt, big hunt, you know what I'm saying? And I think in the 90s, it was actually in the 90s, I think, right? It was kidnapped in New York. And when they was looking for him the whole time, he had not even went far. He left the building or whatever, and it was one of like
I know you're talking about. Yes, go ahead. I could relate with you on this. This is
like one of the rabbis got him like from a building or from like a next door, come like right there in the community. They called him and took him, and they was helping them look and all type of shit, bro.
You know, and the whole time.
Yeah, man, some sick shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Years later, they found him in the building. He was buried somewhere in the building. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, man. It was crazy, bro. In Borough Park, Brooklyn, and it was crazy. So you never know. So we need to most definitely be checking on things like that. Let me just make sure that we ain't got nothing else on this case. Hold on, Friendly. Let me make sure. CC, if you want to chime in, Neek would be is rocking with us. If you want to chime in with us, everybody, you're able to jump on the panel now. Just start joining. Let's start talking, because I think we got through basically the main of this. Because me and CC went through this, the Mann Act, transportation of the minor. I just want to make sure that we ain't I'm going slow, so if anybody sees something that stands out, it look a little different than we've seen. Charged with the criminal offense in the state commerce, the individual engaged in sexual activities. We've seen all of that. The New York public health, as all of the health codes he was breaking by knowingly exposure to the infectious venereal disease, and that he contracted herpes and obtaining her consent to sexual intercourse in these circumstances. Count 7 goes into the coercion of that same thing. The reckless endangerment, we always see this 120.20 the penal code, which is in New York of reckless endangerment. And then we see the section 2307, which is the exposure of the infectious and venereal disease. We go into count 8. That's the transportation factor in the Mann Act, because remember, there's no pedophilia in the Fed. So all of these things is all encasing or encapsulating the pedophilia aspects of the state. So they charging you basically state and the federal side of things as well. That's what Triple C TV, if you're not subscribed, had broken down earlier. Divine Light had broken down that this is a breakdown of all of the victims. The first victim being Aaliyah, the second being Stephanie, the third being Sonia, the fourth being Geronda Pace, the fifth being Azrael, and then the sixth being Faith Rogers. So we went through some of the things in the beginning, but then we got the little birdie, the Divine Light, that came in and gave us an update with the 2020. And I also have 3 other emails that she sent to me, 3 other documents that she sent to me that we can do a once over, look over, to make sure that we not missing anything. We crossing all T's and dotting all I's. All right, count 9. We going down the coercion and the enticement of the count.
Question now.
Okay, anytime you're ready. What's up?
I asked you 3 times.
I've been told you. Go ahead. What's up?
No, you didn't. Y'all
I'm sorry.
But no,
I hear you, Queen.
When somebody commits a crime like that, they can't seize all the assets. What they can do is file a civil lawsuit. But say he was to keep writing lyrics while he was in jail, and people was actually buying them joints, and somebody found out, all proceeds would have to go to the victims fund and be dispersed between the victims. Does that answer?
Wow.
Right.
That's crazy.
That is so true and 100% true.
Because
it's not a racketeering, anything that has to do with racketeering, anything that will get your money confiscated. It's just you're doing time, but your money is on hold. If you
commit certain types of crimes, you cannot profit from your crimes. That was put in place because of some serial killer. It might have been Eileen Wuornos or somebody like that, because it was that big old fuck up around her
face. Probably Manson.
No. What I'm saying is that you're right 100%, because it's not a crime that has to do with like laundering money or anything like that. So the government
it's certain acts, but it was Eileen Wuornos because they were the detectives. They said were making movie deals before they even convicted her and some other stuff. So you can't. It's not just books. It's anything. Like if somebody writes a manuscript and they pay him pay the person a consultation fee, they never see a lick of that money. That goes to the victims' funds for crimes like this, like child porn rings and pedophiles and fucking serial killers, shit like that. You can't profit off of your heinous acts.
Yeah, books. Because niggas be coming out with books.
Oh, they already. That's why they say he $2 million in debt. Then.
Okay.
Look
at the forfeiture. This is why we got to get into this part. Look at this part. You know what I'm saying? The criminal forfeiture. So this is a part that I didn't see. It stuck out to me, right? Let me read some of it up. Let me zoom this so I could get in a little bit of this for y'all real quick. We're going to run through this. Just make sure we cross over.
That's who it was, the Son of Sam law.
Right, the Son of Sam. That's what I said, Marilyn Manson. It came from
Marilyn Manson. The Son of Sam is not Marilyn Manson. That's in California, but it's not Manson.
Charles Manson, not Marilyn Manson. Charles Manson.
It's not Charles Manson neither.
The Son of Sam is Charles Manson.
No, it's not. The Son of Sam is the dude that they never caught, if I'm not mistaken.
The Son of Sam is Charles Manson, the killing of Sharon Tate and all of that, man. That's what Son of Sam is. That's why I said Manson. I got the music artist. But Charles Manson.
David Berkowitz, not Charles Manson.
What? Berkowitz is the Son of Sam?
Yeah, because he said there was this dog that was named Sam that was telling him to kill people. I'm just looking it up. I just looked it up. It's
Son of Sam? Oh yeah, David Berkowitz. No, my bad. You're right. I'm sorry. David Berkowitz is the Son of Sam. Yeah. So Charles Manson was
Charles Manson was the head of the Manson family.
But it was something else they called it. But anyway, we're gonna get off of the ass. But yeah, David Berkowitz. Yeah, David fucking Berkowitz. Yeah, son. Oh man.
Yeah, the dog talking to him, talking about he was the devil and shit.
Yeah, son. That shit was
in New York.
Yeah, yo. Y'all just reminded me of that shit, yo. Hell.
But did somebody marry him while he was in jail too?
Charles Manson, yeah, one of his followers named
Charles Manson. That was Manson, because that's the thing.
Married that motherfucker.
Yeah, that was with Shannon and Roman Pulowski. Roman Pulowski was her husband. And
Roman Pulowski was Sharon Tate's
husband was the big.
Sharon Tate had a party that night, and Manson's followers came and killed all of them. And but they also went to another house and killed some people there. It's called the Night of the Helter Skelter, the Death of the Pigs and whatnot. But Berkowitz, when he got caught, he said the damn neighbor's dog was giving him. Yeah, that was a LaBianca Tate murders. But Berkowitz said that the neighbor's dog was giving him messages through his TV from Satan.
That shit is sick, bro. This shit is sick when
These
we get
people are crazy.
Let's get into the criminal forfeiture real quick so we could get this up off the screen. Criminal forfeiture allegation as to count 1. The United States hereby gives notice to the defendant that upon his conviction of the offense charged in count 1, the government will seek forfeiture in accordance with Title 18 U.S. States Code, Section 1963A, which requires any person convicted of such offense to forfeit any interest the person acquired or maintained in violation of that same section of that code, in any interest in security of claim against or property or contractual right of any kind, according a source of influence over any enterprise which the person has established, operated, controlled, conducted, or participated in the conduct of in violation of that same Title 18 USC Code Section 1962, and no, this is a different one, 1962, and C, any property constituting or derived from any proceeds which the person obtained directly or indirectly from racketeering activity in violation of the same title in USC code, right? So they say if any of the above described forfeitable property as a result of any act or omission of the defendant. So it's similar to how we was reading the other one, like if he was guilty of any one, then it's guilty, like the same thing, or the early one. So A says cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence, has been transferred or sold to or deposited with a third party, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court, has been substantially diminished in value, or has been commingled with other property which cannot be divided without difficulty, like you trying to start moving around the funds and all this other shit that he ended up start doing, and he ended up getting caught for this type shit. So it is the intent of the U.S. pursuant, right, to Title 18 U.S. States Code Section 1963. This is M now. I never heard of M. We're getting into 1963 M. We've seen a lot of A and C and B and different things. Now to see,
you can if you are found to hide money from the government.
Yeah, basically, by any means, period, right? Mm-hmm. So to seek forfeiture of any other property of the defendant up to the value of forfeitable property described in this forfeiture allegation. So they're going through the 1963A and the 1963M, and it goes into the signatures and everything here, and it's basically done here. Let me see, the United States District Court. This is just shows this an indictment. Okay, cool. That's the basic of that now, right? So now what's this? Is this, let's go to the next piece. What's this? So I wish Diva came to break this down. Okay, what's this now? This is 9:30. I think this is the transcript.
Okay, hold it up for a minute and ask her. Look, this is the transcript of criminal cause
for jury trial before the Honorable Ann M. Donnelly, United States. So now this goes into, for the government, this goes into, okay, the appearances. Okay, for the government, this is who appeared for the government, the Esquire, the representation for the government. This is defendant Aiello and Canick was the his defendant. The defendants. The appearances continued for the defendant. These are all the appearances that came.
Go to day 18. Go to day August 18. What the fuck is with August 18?
On this same paper? Okay, hold on, wait. I'm just going down briefly just to give people that scrolling. and that want to, you know what I mean, people might want to share.
Are you on Adobe?
For me? No, I'm just doing this out this is out my email. I'm just doing it straight out my email.
Okay, so are you on a regular computer or a Mac?
I'm on a MacBook, but I'm on a Mac.
Never mind then.
Right? So look, wait. So that does it end there, or then is my thing moving slow? What's going on here? Let me make sure. Because did it end there or what? It says out of your honor. What happened? Okay. In open court, not present. So where do I find? Ask her in the chat.
Transcript.
Okay,
I was going to tell you how to search, but I don't know how to pull up the search function on a Mac.
Do I scroll this same document, or do I go to one of the next documents?
Is it on this document, Diva?
Okay, to the court. Okay, in open court, this is the jury not present. I'm gonna go just a little read on this.
This is the transcript from the actual courtroom.
Okay, it says all rise. All right, everybody can have a seat. Good morning, everybody. I think we're good to go. I think we're ready.
That is the next document.
Okay, it's the next one, right? Okay, I'm just gonna read just. Do you have a witness, Ms. Geddes? We have a witness. We can bring him out. Just one quick thing for Your Honor. Our third witness is going to invoke the Fifth Amendment, and we are prepared to immunize him. And I think usually we do that outside the presence of the jury court. Yes, Ms. Geddes. So, okay, so I'm going to go into a breakdown of that separately. So I'll do that on a whole nother stream by myself probably. All right, cool. So, so she said go to the next document, this document here?
Yeah.
Is it this one or that one? Okay, this is the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
You said
she said it starts on August 18th, then the 19th and the 20th.
So what? Go to ask her if it's this document should I go to, or should it's one more document? Should I go to this one?
It starts on the 18th. If that's on the 19th, there's another document.
I wasn't just on the 18th just now. No.
Because see, it's 4 there.
Oh, let me see what this one say. This one say the 20. Okay, cool. My bad. All right, so this is the 18th. All right, cool. There I go. All right, so she got me right now. Okay, cool. There I go. All right, this is the main beginning now. Okay, so I'm going to go into a breakdown of this, which is the court transcripts?
The transcript, the criminal cause for jury trial. This is before the trial even happened.
Before the trial even went down, this is to get everything together.
This is the cause, or this. I think it's called the discovery phase.
So what she want me to look for in this? What she want me to?
Let me scroll back down.
Ask her if it's something specific she want me to see in this, because I could go
Hold on, because she said something at the beginning.
Okay, I could go into a further breakdown on this or something else.
You might have to put it in again because I done lost it, Diva.
Okay.
Is there anything specific that we should be looking for? But she said go to August 18th, so I don't know.
I know I'm there though. It shows the docket number. Versus Kelly.
This is giving an entire breakdown of what happened. Like you,
I'm gonna go through this something separate and break this all down. When I have a day, I'm just gonna go through this like on a Sunday, but not a Sunday. I think I'm gonna start covering football. But
this is the trial transcript, so you guys can read and see what happened in court.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through this on a full breakdown. I do want
that's gonna take a while. If you open it up completely, you'll see how many pages it is. But right now, I think we're setting ourselves up for okie doke.
I think we setting ourselves up for okie doke.
If you open it and then if you download it and then open it, it'll tell you how many pages it is. 1.6. That's kind of small, but it can be big too because it ain't nothing but words.
All right, boom.
We already went through that.
I know. I'm just gonna leave that there just for just for purposes. You know what I mean? Just for purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look, see at that. A little gander. Yeah, man. The link ain't in the chat. Y'all can join up now. You already know the vibe.
Drop it again because you ain't got it pinned. You could just put both of those on the same line and pin it together.
I'm gonna pin. I just pin whatever.
No, I'm saying you got your Cash App on there. Take all that out and just put your Cash App and then put the link.
I thought I pinned. That's why I'm asking why I keep doing that.
Yeah, because you pinned your Cash App. I thought you knew, so I ain't say nothing.
No, I wanted to pin that one.
Last time you told me you was pinning it.
Yeah, it'd made it easier for anybody that's jumping in on the panel. Yeah, though, but based on some of this information, what do we feel right now? But hold on.
He's one of the worm princes.
We get into that. He is one of those things that you're saying. I believe you. Shout out to Devonia in Tanakh. Shout out to you, Queen. I appreciate you all the time, Queen.
Diva said,
yeah.
250 to 300 pages long.
I'm gonna go into
the 8 hours of reading. It's a treat to see what they were opening with.
I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna go into the whole thing on
this
the
transcript. Deserves its own stream.
I'm gonna do its own thing because I'm gonna end this stream.
Motivation. You need to read through this to see how you can condense it down so that everybody can read it, because it's literally like the lawyer the defense walks to the left, the prosecution walks to the right, the judge scratches his earlobe. You don't need to know all that. So go through it beforehand and kind of like if you got Creative Cloud, you have Adobe Pro. So that way you could just go in and highlight the sections that you want to read and already have it kind of halfway memorized.
Let me get into this thing real quick. Cause we're gonna get back in this breakdown. I want to know what y'all thoughts on this thing.
Diva, I'm already going through the York documents.
Hold on, Diva. Hold on. I do want to pick a time to go to the local sponsors. You already know. Don'tHideThePlug.com. Make sure you're visiting Don'tHideThePlug.com, subscribing on Don't Hide the Plug on all YouTube and all social media platforms. If you want to collaborate with us, Don't Hide the Plug and go about getting your own logo on a New Era custom fitted. My brothers and I have a deal. You can go about doing that. So shout out to Don't Hide the Plug, my two brothers and I. This is what it's about.
Video is sponsored by our first ever sponsor, Don't Hide the Plug. Don't Hide the Plug is an apparel company co-founded by two brothers from Flatbush, Tafari and Rossi Harper. Now these two black brothers have created an amazing, inspiring, high-quality brand. Now you see on Infominds, a lot of our content is New York based. We love New York, so it's only fitting that we partner up with a New York based brand, Don't Hide the Plug. Now they got some fire fitted hats, hoodies, t-shirts, and I'm feeling the old New York design with the bridge logo. They got the clout joints, the dad hats, and you can also have them delivered to you in the resealable merch by the pound bags too. Now mind you, they might be New York based, but their apparel is for everyone, whether you're from New York, Miami, Texas, Chicago. It's a grassroots movement. Get in tune. And they offer free shipping on all domestic orders of $75 or more. But if you enter the exclusive Infominds promo code, you'll get an additional 10% off at checkout. You already know I ordered my package. My package is on its way. So I'll be wearing and showcasing the Don't Hide the Plug apparel in my next live. Go out and support these brothers. Check out their website. I put the link in the description box. Don't Hide the Plug.
You already know the vibe. Shout out to Infominds for the drop for that, man. Shout out to Infominds. Shout out. Yeah, so yeah, that's a fact too. Yeah, I see what you're saying, see. Yeah, we'll top it up.
Or you can designate a mod to be over there.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out some stuff. Now, but what I was just doing is this, because now that this is growing as it's growing, now I'm putting community in the second phase. Once I put community in the second phase, then that will give me all of the ways.
Diva, what you want to talk about?
Diva, she's still having. I want Diva to come up and talk about this information. We got Diva B up here with us. We got Friendly Extortion. We got Trip C's Treehouse. Remember to subscribe to these channels. Friendly Extortion _101.
Put the names back on the.
I had that up. I have it up.
Oh, it must be because you're sharing the big screen.
You think so? Let me take that down. Tell me if you can see that. Tell me if any of y'all can see the name.
I saw him early. No, we can't see him right now. You keep clicking that little button. Or you need to.
My thing is on.
Y'all in the freaking Max, man.
My thing says on. Let me take it off and turn it back on then. My thing is on. Restream been bugging, y'all.
Yeah, it's gotta be because it was showing earlier, but it's not showing now.
I'll start using my StreamYard or something, man. Because
my channel? Oh, hold on, I'll grab it for you.
Yeah, drop the link in the chat. Friendly, you got a wrench too, right? I gotta drop y'all links in the chat. You don't equal B. You already know how to do that. Drop y'all links in the chat.
Live.
I'm gonna drop Friendlies real quick.
A little while when you drop off, because of course we gotta go on.
Set up the live so we can draw from there to there, because I'm ending this. I want to end this under 3 hours anyway, so it could be digestible for the purchase.
Let me try
this live now, though. See, start setting up the live now, and so that we could start funneling some of us over there. Hold up, let me go to Friendly. Let me get Friendly underscores.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it set up.
Get Friendly.
All I gotta do is basically pull up Restraint, but you already know.
Friendly Extortion. All right, I want y'all all to go. Anybody watching this, tense, past tense, present tense, whatever tense, go and subscribe to Friendly Extortion.
I'm gonna
there, you know what I mean, frequently. I've been building the community, so I ain't been over there as much. I was over there yesterday, chopping it up. Go down there. I got
wasn't
the
even
streets,
live
chopping
yesterday.
it up. Me, him, and T History. Shout out to T History. Make sure you subscribing to T History as well. Those are my bros. We be over there chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to them coming on the community, being in the community, and us doing a segment as well. So me, Friendly, and T History will be doing a great segment podcast over here too. I heard the back. I heard the door. I'm just grabbing Friendly. I'm just grabbing Friendly's channel link real quick. So that
you good for digging that joint.
Yeah, let me just copy that because my thing I don't know, my Mac been bugging because I was trying to drop a link and it was still dropping it.
Are you sure you checked for updates?
I gotta update this, I think. I don't know, because it's been bugging right now. And maybe that's got something to do with why the names are not here. What? I just heard a link. I just heard something come in.
Your browser updates and your computer updates as well. It might be a browser update issue.
Did somebody leave? Did somebody just come in?
I'm still here.
Right, I know, but no, I just heard a door knock. I just heard the bell ring.
Maybe sometimes it won't connect because maybe that's why Nikwa can't connect. She's still in the damn. How the hell you in a stream that ain't even started yet, Bookie?
But Nikwa, I can hear you, right? Nikwa, say something, Nikwa. Why we can't hear Nikwa no more?
She over here in my restream already. I have no clue how.
What? Nikwa, come back. We wait. We want to go over there in a second.
That's why it would not work. I remember when I ended the stream earlier, I heard somebody click in, but nobody ever jumped up. So I went on ahead and jumped out.
Friendly extortion _1. Let me put link now. Let me see if this link. See if the thing is moving faster because just now it gave me the reach. Okay, now I gave it to me. I just dropped it too, right? All right, cool. So you already know I want y'all to subscribe right there. Let me go just grab Nikwa B because I don't know where Nikwa's over there in the other world.
She didn't drop dog.
So she holding it down. She holding it down over there. There she go. I just heard the bell. Somebody, that's another person probably. I'm coming right now. Don't leave.
I don't understand.
Hold up. Y'all don't leave. I'm coming right. I'm on my way. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself because I start my lovely lives with
mute yourself. And I'm gonna be. Why you just stay mute over there? Because when I end this, I'm just gonna jump over there. So do you just stay muted in here and just be talking over there because we're gonna be coming over there and everybody coming up. I'm gonna be sending them there for the next 10-15 minutes. All right. So just stay over there and I'm gonna be sending some people over there. All right. Who's here? Nikwa B is back.
Check the back chat real quick before I start this.
I'm here.
Okay, cool. Friendly's right there. Nikwa, say something, Nikwa. Let me make sure I can hear you. Damn, Nikwa, you was in here. Gucci, San Salucci. Hold up. Okay. I will. I'll do that now. After I drop Nikwa B channel in the chat. Or you could just drop that for me. I'll go do that. Drop Nikwa B channel in there real quick for me. Drop her link in the chat so that y'all could go subscribe. Tripsy, you drop yours in there. Oh Lord. Drop yours in there too. I just dropped Friendly Extortion. And make sure y'all subscribing to the bro. Everything we doing is that, and this is what we do. We got these channels on Community Watch, just like many of your channels. That's the are part of the chat. Cardina Star, I got her channel on Community Watch. We got all these channels on Community Watch. You know what I mean? Because we're gaining thousands. We're gonna grow up to the 2,000, 3,000. As we gain thousands, it should be easier for us to get everybody 1,000 people because everybody's interacting with the same people. That's gonna become their same people. That's part of their family. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about a following of anybody. It's just that we all family, and then you might go over here with your cousin, you go over here with your sister, go over with your brother, your aunt.
Right.
We all family.
Makes a lot of sense.
Family, you know what I'm saying? So everybody go over there. Some people might be getting at me. You know how people try to start a cult? Don't go to them. Don't talk to them. Like, don't listen to them. You can listen to them. Somebody might be funny, be joking on me. You're not gonna listen to them. I might listen to them because they're funny. Damn, we're not forming
everybody from Brownsville, everybody from East New York. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got the rights to kick it with each other, play ball together, whatever.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on. Like, people would just be trying to form cults. Like, if you follow me, you can't follow nobody. If you donate to me, then you can't donate to nobody. Or like,
yeah. Hold on. We're gonna say that for another time.
Okay.
Did you just say that niggas be tight if you donate to somebody?
and don't donate to them. Yes, bro.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that later. We got a content.
When I bring you, yeah. We're gonna talk about that. We most definitely gonna talk. I'm gonna come on and we're gonna chop it up about that. You can start
that's
that
dope.
stream. You can start setting up that so anybody here, I can start telling them to go to that reminder and click reminder on friendly extortion. So start setting up that reminder friendly while we rocking out here for the next little 10, 15 minutes till we jump over Trip C's channel. Start setting up that reminder friendly so that some people here can have that reminder set up for later on tonight. Friendly usually goes on. It's the after party. It's usually 12 o'clock, late show. That's the after party. That's how we do it on Friendly. We do the work. I'll be running around doing my work. Then I go over there to the after party, go rock it on Friendly or T History. Late night. That's when we do it. Late night,
early morning show.
Yeah, the early show. The early late show.
Can y'all hear me?
We hear you now, Queen. Salute to you, King Jaffe Joe. King Jaffe Joe.
I had to restart my phone.
Yeah, y'all. So if y'all joining us now, I just want y'all to know that we've been going through the superseding indictment. Shout out to Diva Divine Light. Shout out to her, King Jaffe Joe for her too. Shout out to you for pulling up. We went through the superseding indictment, 2019. Then we got the updated information live from Diva Divine Light. She sent the email to me, so make sure you go and check out her channel. We're live. We've been live with Trip C. She was helping me co-host on that, run down on the R. Kelly ops and all that with me. Shout out to Trip C's Treehouse. So after here, we are going to be going live. Trip C Treehouse has already started her live. So if you're here, we're going to be going there. And if you do leave here, I suggest that you go to Trip C because she's already started the live. She's right here with us here, but she's muted. She's the one with the Dr. York America Horror Story avatar on her circle. I'm also here with Neekwa B, spoken word. I look forward to doing a lot of spoken word with Neekwa B. I'm also creating a channel that's built on those types of things. So I look forward to Neekwa B being one of the catalysts to help me build that channel and help us build that and lift people's voices such as spoken word. Yes, I am going to be going to an interview with Neekwa B too as well. She makes some great music as well as poetry, and I love what she does. And I'm creating this new album, and I want things like that on it. And it's just ironic that she does a lot of these different things, and it's just crazy that she is just in the alley of that. And so this can be a way for us to give that to the world in a different way, and for other people that's doing poetry and different things to think of it maybe in a musical way, or maybe they can contribute to different things. And we're going to put our minds together. We're going to create businesses together, us and the people in the chats. We're going to do things right. Paperwork is good to always do paperwork. If a person believes in a person, then there's no wrong way for us to do paperwork. We got to be tired of the buddy system, the verbal contracts, and that's my man contract. We got to get out of that. If you believe in me, then we could put that down on paper and back it by proof, period. You know what I mean? So we need to understand that if we believe in each other, we need to be able to say, let's get into an agreement and let's just put it down on paper just in case anything goes wrong. Not to say that it will, but let's just back ourselves legally, and let's just do clean business when we move in and doing clean business. So yeah, Neekwa B and Friendly Extortion. The link is in the chat. Did Neekwa drop hers back in there? I'm gonna drop Neekwa B's.
I'm here.
The baby. Shout out to the baby.
Did somebody just have a baby?
King Jaffe for the baby.
Okay.
King Jaffe for the baby. Shout out to the babies. Shout out to the babies. We love the kids in the community. We love the kids. We protecting the kids. And that's what, we're doing here. That's what months has been a whirlwind of uncovering a lot of evidence. Shout out to Trip C. Shout out to Chuck Morgan. Subscribe to Chuck Morgan's channel because he was a part of the Nuwapian cult. Tarkino, Nupu. Shout out to Tarkino. Shout out to Michael, who gave us a powerful family, powerful interview. If you have not seen that interview on Trip C's channel, you're bugging. You need to go see that interview. Uncovered a lot of Nuwapian secrets. I salute to Michael. I salute to everybody that's been coming out about being in the cult. Things like this is usually kept very, very hush hush. I salute to even Uma York for coming out, Leia York. I salute to Jacob York, everybody that's been coming out. Some people are attacking them, but I feel that they are all victims of Dr. York as well, even if they're his children. Some people try to put the onus on them, and I think that they were all victims of the same thing, of the same cult and the cult mindset. And I think that we need to stop trying to sometimes turn victims into perpetrators. So we need to cut that out. This channel right here is Neekwa B's. Let me put that in there before we go, so y'all all know. And I'll be always having to catch myself, but the CQUA. Let me put the CQ Uniqua B channel, right? So make sure y'all subscribe to Uniqua B channel. I need all these channels moving. Remember, if you come in here, jump on over to Trip C's channel. We will be over there. I don't even know what the title is on that thing.
Check your back chat.
I'll check the back chat. Okay, see, she already look. She
drop my channel link in the Uda box. I don't have a link.
Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, for me? Okay. Okay, cool. So let me put that there just in case for now. Okay, cool. So it's good to have that there. All right, cool. So I'm gonna be jumping on that. Yeah, in which one? Oh, okay, I got you on that too. I got you on that too. Yeah, so she was just buzzing around. I got a lot of channels going. And now I'm streaming on Uda Block. I haven't streamed on Uda Block in like a month or maybe like a month or so. So I'm back there. Now I'm gonna start doing the podcast on Uda Block now. Now I'm getting into my field now, music. I'm gonna bring in the artists. I'm gonna do the DJ Alchemist interview now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start bringing those things now. Artists that I work with, stuff like that, beat makers, producers. I'm about to be showing you all types of stuff. Me, I'm creating my new album. I'm gonna be going into live and studio sessions, different kinds of stuff. So you're gonna get a lot of stuff. I am also gonna be bringing in my music tutorials. I'm also showing King for the dogs. King Jaffa for the dogs. King Jaffa for the dogs. King Jaffa for the dogs. Yeah, so I'm going to be going into music tutorials, showing you music theory, breaking down how to write music, how to write a song, how to write a hook, how to write different things, a 3-part hook, maybe an 8-bar hook, a 24-bar verse, and different things, and a bridge, a 2-part bridge, and all kind of things that I've learned from just studying music. Yeah, I already did some of those videos. You can find those videos. I think you can find some on community, but you'll find those videos on Uda Block, OOTABLOKK. Remember to go and subscribe to Uda Block, subscribe here to community, but most of all, to subscribe to One Community TWO, the backup channel, the number 2 channel. I don't want to call it a backup to anything because some of the same things that One Community used to do, which got y'all to come here, I'm going to be doing that there. So I don't really want to restream or stream like other people that's outside of the box content here anymore like that. That's what comes with channel flags and strikes and shit. So at the end of the day, I'm not doing that no more. I've even went down the low of deleting a lot of content because remember we used to suggest content and y'all could always suggest content, but here y'all could still suggest things. I could suggest it. I might could go into little screen shares, but I will have to do research on it so I can do more of talking instead of screen sharing people talking about it. But on One Community too, I'll be able to screen share more, share the content as you see in it and stuff like that, how we used to do here. So subscribe, everybody who's watching this, subscribe here, subscribe to One Community TWO. Subscribe to Friendly Extortion that's in the chat. Subscribe to Uniqua B. Subscribe to Trip C's Treehouse and go to Trip C's Treehouse right after this. We're going to Trip C's Treehouse after I play this.
Drop my link in the chat. You drop me.
Okay, yeah, I'm in this chat right here. Okay, I'm gonna drop it here. So okay, I'm gonna grab you here.
Uda Block.
Okay, hold up. I got you. I'm gonna drop it in Restream and it's gonna go through all of them. So I'm just gonna go here.
Okay.
Trip C. I didn't see what you were saying to specify. I'm glad you came in and told me.
Yeah, we got one elder over there at the other channel. And
yeah, you told me some other shit. I didn't even get to see that. I gotta go and see that. But we can't bust up everything. Everything is separate. Don't even drop the information. Wait, slave it.
Oh, this is Niqua's I'm playing in the background, by the way.
Oh, I love Niqua, man. I love her, man. That song is my favorite joint anyway, man. That's morning, everything. Get up. Do everything.
We go in the mines, Bookie.
Do everything that. Yeah, I mean, we got to do everything that Niqua is very, very talented. Shout out to her, man, for being a high vibrational queen.
Getting there, Decline. We getting there.
We getting there. I just want to drop.
We need an early bird special channel.
Okay, now we getting there. I be so because I don't sleep, y'all. I be up all day. I be falling asleep during streams, all type of shit with y'all.
That's why you can't do everything. We need an elder to do an early bird special channel.
I know, man. But we got it. That's you right Gary. About that. You right. Got Gary, sister Devonia, something. She be up early with the fishing. Yeah. I have to catch up. All right, so look, this is Trip C's. Let me put Trip C Treehouse, right? Okay, so boom.
So this on his channel, but everybody come into mine, Gary. My bad. Let me put myself back on mute.
Okay, so boom. So I got Trip C's Treehouse, everything. Gary's over there. Shout out to my guy Gary. He's the one that's going to be helping me build One Community. He's one of the people helping me build One Community LA, the West Coast. So I built One Communities in damn near every region of the world. So right now I got about 20 something communities. So, but when it's all said and done, I probably have like 100. So I got one community, West Africa, South Africa, North Africa, East. I got people from all regions that's going to be helping me to create them podcasts from those exact places and people. So I actually got the bodies and people that's going to help me to create these things. So it's not like I'm just trying to franchise it to like Young Pharaoh, and Bacon, Nation, and Clothes, and Joe. So I'm not just trying to McDonald it, but we are McDonald in it at the same time, because we are going to bring a unison in the one community to every place that we touch, everywhere around the world. So shout out to that, man. Shout out to being a part of history. Anybody that's coming into this channel is a part of history. We are making history every day. You know what I mean? Last month we gained over 1,000 subscribers and all kind of things like that. We're moving. You know what I'm saying? We're really moving. You know, I don't act like that. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm here for, but we're here to reach people. And but we're not also here to reach people. We're here to also show the people that with us just showing love to each other, it makes everything so much easier for all of us. And nobody has to claim nothing like, yo, I showed you this, or yo, I gave you the power. No, nobody has to do that. Even if I showed you everything, so what? I was shown by something that's divine and higher than me. So you could give the credit to that, not me, because I don't want the credit for it. I'm here doing what I'm doing because of that. So I want you to understand that. So we're going to help each other and not worry about it, not have to look at it, and not have to bring it up in future because we went through a problem with something like that, Friendly as well as me, and because he was some of the people that I met, and you know what I mean, individual was trying to do those same type of things, trying to sow dissension. So Trip C link is in the chat. Just winding down to the 35th hour. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream about the 3 hours. So I'm gonna go into the real ones. You already know, because all of y'all are real ones. Shout out to Niqua B, Trip C, Friendly Extortion. Shout out to Divine Diva Light. Shout out to everybody. Raw B Privilege, man. Shout out to her because she's the one who gave us the first piece of paperwork, which is the 2019. So the 2019. You know what I mean, end up moving us into getting and obtaining the 2020, because if she didn't send me that, I would have never made the thumbnail. Divine Light would have never came over to see that I was interested in doing a video on that today. And then she ended up contacting Trips, and it came into my chat, and then she told me about that. So shout out to Niqua B. Shout out to Trip C's. So this is what we're doing right now. We already know. Shout out to all my real ones in the chat. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. That applause is for you. Everybody in the chat. Cardena Star, Decline Management, Divine, Diva Light, Diva Divine Light. Let me make sure I'm not missing nobody that came on the bottom of the screens. Let me go up top, because you already know there's nothing but love here, because my restream sometimes be caught. Flex Go Burb, can't never forget Flex Go. Can never forget Flex Go. Service P. Shout out Service P. Hope y'all all subscribe to the channel, because of some of y'all that don't see Prime, man. Y'all gotta subscribe to Prime, man. I'm leaving y'all with this before I end this stream right there. Prime, Octavius Prime. I want y'all to subscribe to that channel. That is the last channel that I'm leaving there today, because I want y'all to get this. This brother has too much knowledge to just be going just underserviced, just underappreciated, undervalued. The brother has too much knowledge and insight, and you can gain. We are following and subscribing to things in our minds and people that cannot even help us, man. I'm telling you, it's scary, yo. I'm telling you, it's scary. So make sure you go to Octavius Prime. I want to see them subscribers going up. So that shows the work that I'm doing and that what we're doing. You know what I mean? So by people's channels moving, I see what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I was already over the 1,000 before CC got there. And I went to CC because I seen CC too. And I've been CC on the streets and shit like that. And I went to meet her. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to meet a bunch of people. Some people I went to meet, I'm not there anymore. Sorry. But I went to meet CC and it stuck. You know what I'm saying? And me and her been rocking ever since. So you got to try. You got to meet people. And sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes people going to say things about people. If you're going some other shit, then I'm not with you. But sometimes people going to be hating on each other. This is YouTube. So I'm not going to judge you on that.
To get rid of, baby.
So I'm not going to judge people on people hating on each other, because it be like that in YouTube, bro. So if you're leaving here, I don't want you going anywhere else but Trip C's Treehouse, because that's where we're going. We're continuing these streams. This is the type of things we doing. We bring into the YouTube world. That's what we rocking with. Friendly and T History are, you know, the two people that really showed me more about doing that a lot, because that's what T History and Friendly Extortion do a lot. Anytime they end these stream, be like, yo, I'm going live. Yo, you going live? All right, boom. And they just ping pong that energy. So shout out to them two brothers for that divine masculinity that they show between one another as brothers, and they met each other through the internet, and just the camaraderie that they show each other is just really, really something that's love, and it's infectious. That love is really infectious. So shout out to them. Octavia's Prime, make sure you're subscribing to that. Don't play around, y'all. Don't play around. This is powerful, family. Powerful, family.
Also, if you don't mind me saying,
what's up,
if anybody wants to meet me in person, I have a show coming up October 23rd in New York. So
I said, don't play with me. Email me that. You got my number? Anyway, email me.
Yeah, I emailed you the link.
You got my number? You supposed to text me, man. Text me, man.
I emailed you. Yeah. I emailed you.
All right. Nah, text me. I got to text me. Nah, facts. Nah. I got to go. Where it's going to be? Tell me what's going to be real quick. Tell me.
It's going to be in NYC.
Nice.
1 second.
Nice. Now I'm going to do a separate little thing on that too, so we could do some promotion for that. Why don't we do that too as well, where you come on and do like a 5-minute thing or 10-minute thing or whatever you want to do, and then I could keep circulating that thing, or we could do a little quick thing that's like 3 minutes or maybe like a minute or so, and I could have it running during streams to kind of update people during streams till the day comes, so you start bringing more people in.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
So we'll do something like that. So I'll bring you on so us to do a pre-recorded thing, and then we'll use that pre-recorded thing. I'll bring you to the restream. So send me your number, whatever. I'll text you, whatever, and then we'll figure it out.
I'll send it to you now.
All right, send it to me now. So you already know, man. Salute to everybody. I appreciate all of y'all. You already know the vibe. I'm gonna play a record from my album, Uda Uda Uda. You already know this is called Real Ones. It was a part of my last album, but it is a part of my new album. It's one of my favorite songs. I'm going to be shooting a video for it this time, though. That is the difference. It's 2.0 to Real Ones. It features an artist named Destiny Mariah, beautiful, talented artist that works with Ryan Leslie. So many great artists to name. She worked with B&T, The Channel, so many things. We have like 4 records done. I got even a country record that I wrote. And she sang. She's like, yo, Uda, come on, man. You got me singing country right now. You know, I'll be like in my Aaliyah vibes. I'm like, yo, please sing this record. She sang it. The shit is fire. We plan on selling 10 million records. Hope you know. All right, good. So we got all of that. Salute to her. Make sure you're checking her out. I am going to bring up a graphic so that you can see her. I am going to play this song now so that you can listen to the full song. Subscribe to Community. Subscribe to One Community 2. If you leave here, go to Trip C's Treehouse. Subscribe to Uda Block where you'll find this music. Subscribe to my girl, Nikwa B Spoken Word channel, and subscribe to Octavia's Prime. You already know. Subscribe to Destiny Mariah. I wrote this song. I wrote and arranged the record. I write music, everything. So this is just something that's in my mind. So when you listen to this song, it's just a relationship that I've been through or things that's in my mind.
If you give me love you.
She let me do me, let me roam around, and she ain't worried about all the girls around, cause she so used to being queen, she let them wear the crown. She got my back, she hold it down, right by my side, never slow me down, always pick me up whenever they throw me down. Been through the lies, got her crying now, she still believe me, and I'm lying now. She be inside, she ain't hoeing around, and she ain't got a bad name all through the town. Every day I love you more, I had to tell you now, and then I'll prove it to you. Just let me show you how. Real ones, my real one, real one. If you ever had a real one, hands up if you're a real one. This one goes out to my real ones, my real ones, real ones, my real one. If you ever had a real one, hands up if you're a real one. This one goes out to my real ones, my real ones. She been through
her family hating, the women calling, and she still waiting, thinking of marriage, but she don't want to chase it. You ready when you ready? The true test of her patience, love that I show can't replace it. My trinity in this matrix, you just a regular, nothing about you is basic.
I be out late,
plus the missed calls.
You ain't eat right
and can't sleep at all.
The scary thing is
you won't beef at all.
You got this feeling in your stomach, you can't keep it.
You know how women got intuition, right?
I guess it's women's intuition. I know it's late night and I've been missing, but listen.
Baby, I'ma make an honest woman out you. I'ma get that wedding ring. I'ma show you better things. No talk, just show, no let them in. We got haters from the door, you can set them in. My sweetheart, like I gave you my letterman. Hope you get with this letterman that you're a real one. Shout out to Nequa B, you're a real one. Shout out to Trip C, you a real one. Shout out to Diva Divine, real one. Cardine Star, real one. To my kings in the chat, real ones. Divine masculinity, real ones. Divine femininity, real ones. Ones in the chat if you a real one. Let's get it.
If you give me love you. What was your girl?
It's a good question. Then the rain come in a relationship, right? They want you to break up and shit. You know, why give up on that love, right? Black love is golden, right? Shit, all love is golden, right? Yeah. Shout out to the real ones out here, man. So many things out here trying to make people to be fake ones out here, man. If you're still a real one after all the shit you've been through, man, shout out to you, man. You know, I got to give y'all a King Jaffe on the shway out. But listen, though, you know, when we leave here where we're going, we are going to Trip C's Treehouse, okay? We are going to Trip C's Treehouse. So I want y'all to go there because that's where we continuing that. Make sure you're subscribing to my Uda Block. That's my personal channel, Uda Block on YouTube. That's where you get my music and different things like that. My new album's on the way. It features Mano, features Davies, all kinds of people. It's going to be really great. You know what I mean? Hear me singing on records and different stuff. So it's going to be really, really epic, man. It's going to be epic. You know what I mean? I'll let you hear a little bit on the way out. Me and Mano, hear me singing a little bit on this record. It's on the way out, so you're not gonna listen. This is a little sample. Yeah. So that's Mano voice. I let him talk in the beginning of it. Let's go. So I'm singing on this one. So you know we're gonna mix it up. Let him rap on this. I formerly went by Shooter Block. I'm changing. Then it's a Uda Block now. So making my changes, y'all. Let's go. Thought she was about you, she was really about her. Get a bag, y'all. That's what she do. Big facts. Stranger in my house. Why? Lie. Cause she only see you, I see the sad shit on her eyes. She with me and my guys. How could I fall in love with her? When my homie used to fuck with her. Shit, I met her in the club, she was looking for some love. I had a bottle, blew a dub with her. Shit, acting freaky off the Tron shots. Man, imagine when the bub hit her. If she really got a man, then she gotta understand. Oh, that nigga better come get her. Can you turn the hoe into a unknown? Thought she was about you, she was really about her though. Mano. Yeah. Tell these niggas what these hoes do. What these hoes do. Usually got a friend that's a hoe. That's a what too? Spot him at the club, that's the hoe crew. That's the what crew? Couple rappers running through the hoe. Through the whole crew? Told me meet her at the hotel. At the what? Said she got a man, but I won't tell. That's another nigga BM. But she got ball players in her DMs. Facts. Brought a friend with her in the same room. Fucked them both. Then I woke up on the shade room. Whole Snapchat. Why niggas sleep? Said she want a rich boy cause her nigga cheap. Told me she got friends off the Shooter Block. She fuck different niggas, dealers coming through a block. Can't love her, can't judge her though. I'm just saying real niggas can't trust her hoe. Can you turn a what into a what? That's a no. Hold up. Thought she was about you. She was really about her breed. Hold up. Talking about she got a man. She was me too. On the low, that's what she do. Yeah. I said, everybody two-stepping like this. Trust no what? let's get rich. I said, everybody two-stepping like this. Trust no, nigga, let's get rich. Okay, everybody two-stepping like this. Trust no, nigga, let's get rich. Everybody two-stepping like this. Hold up, hater, get your money up. Can't trust no. Can't trust no hoes. And a hoe could be a woman or a man. I just date the opposite sex. So about her dope, because I've been minty a hoe in my day. Talking about she got a man, she was fucking me too. On the low, that's what she do. Yeah. That's what she do. It's crazy. Yeah, man, you already know, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Go check out that record on Uda Block. Go subscribe to the channel while y'all at it. Uda, we appreciate all y'all. We appreciate all y'all love. You already know how we getting it. Uda, appreciate all of y'all, man. Nothing but love. Let me King Jaffe Joe, y'all. To be loved. Oh, what a feeling. Shout out. To be loved. Someone to miss. Someone to kiss. When you're away. To be loved. Oh, what a feeling to be loved. It's crazy. But I do appreciate y'all and I love y'all. Okay, so to be loved, I sound like Eddie in a movie. I did a good rendition at least, so don't try to chop me with my Eddie rendition.